That tale was mostly true, and this one's mostly too. For the sea remembers you, but forgets the lies you knew. Oh, they say we're wanted in Pro-Camper. They say our luck is running out. When you get lost in the Underdark, will anyone hear you shout? Do you ever stop and wonder what's beneath the sea of fallen stars?
Session. So this is session 73. So we'll kick it off. I just changed it. Yeah. Welcome to Fool's Landing Advanced Dungeons Dragons 2nd edition. I'm Jamie. I'll be the dungeon master. And tonight we are joined by 5 player characters. I got to get the art out there for all of them. But I'm going to have you start with the characters pictured on screen, and we'll kind of go in that order, and I'll find Kurza. But if we can start with Brandon, excuse me.
Hello, I am Nod. I am Brandon. Playing Nod, a 7th level Shadow Thief. Minotaur Shadow Thief, to be exact.
Perfect.
Oh, that's when you know, Brandon, you're too deep into this, man.
That's true.
Yes. When you become the character, then it's complete. The transformation is complete. Yeah. All right, good to have you. Next up, we have Wayne.
Hello, I am Wayne, and I am playing, not am, Seharn. I get to break reality. I got it, man. I'm a 6th level, nearly 7th level aquatic elf cleric of Voltur, and having a blast in this Fool's Landing.
Awesome. Good to have you. And next up is Adam.
I am Adam. I'm playing Bartholomew Adams, and I believe I'm still a 6th level cleric or a priest of Lyra, and it's been nigh a few years now. So yeah.
Well, we'll take a look at the XP in a second, but yeah, you're inching your way back up again, as well as Seharn. You guys are pretty close to level 7. I think you're the 2 closest.
I was like 5k away last session.
Yeah, you're inching in there, but let's see. Next up, we have good to have you. Next up, we have Chris.
Hey there, I'm Chris. I'm playing Kurza, our complete elven wizard, who's 6th level wizard and 5th level scout.
Perfect. And then last, we have Molly.
Hello, Molly here. I'm playing Shaujr, and he's a 6th level barbarian wizard slayer who is a Rashomar.
Perfect. So we've got 5 players, 5 astonishing fortune for the group tonight, and this is our XP check-in. So yeah, it looks like Seharn's about 3,000 away from level 7. Bart is about 5,000, and then we've got Kurza is in range on his rogue side, about 8,000, 7,500 actually. I added the hireling XP at the bottom here, so I think all of these are right. You may want to just double check that you have your hirelings set to the correct XP, but I don't think any of them leveled up just yet. But they're close. They're much closer than you all. They're all 1,000 or 1,900.
I'm not seeing my hireling, but I am seeing where Seharn died in session 44.
Does anyone else see at the bottom where it says it's got Varn and Nalara?
Yeah, I was looking too far below.
Oh, okay. No, I just wanted to make sure you could see the. I added them like in blue there, so
I was literally looking below the chart.
Okay.
I do see them.
Okay. All right. So I guess the next thing is really to do a recap. Would anyone who was here like to give a recap? It was not an action-packed session. It was more of a self-preservation session, in my opinion. But anyone want to take a stab at a quick recap?
I don't remember a thing.
Well, I'll give you a hint. Last session, you started off inside of a test lab in the 3rd floor of the tower. That's where we started last session.
Yeah. I remember something about crushing hourglasses.
That was before, I think. But, yeah.
Well,
We
we made
were
a bunch of bad decisions, right? Or I can't say bad decisions. We got hit by shadows and other things that drain levels and strength and intelligence, and we were in a bad position. So we were in a more retreating thing. And I think what we attempted to do was just retreat. And, like, we went the normal way and realized that on the stairs there were the sigil. So instead we, what is it, shape stone to make holes in the floor and travel down that way.
Oh my.
We swam through the ocean. I think we encountered a couple of sharks, and Seharn dealt with them by blowing on his horn or using his trident.
Oh. Some of us swam better than others.
That is true.
So,
And we found a chest. with
Nod
some-
was unaware of that because he was still
oh,
rather silly.
Yeah, you did find a nice silver chest, or
Yeah.
yeah.
In a shipwreck. Yeah.
Yes, because we took shelter in the shipwreck when we were almost fish attacked.
Oh, yeah, I think there was a pearl in there for you, Kurza, to be exact.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep.
It's true.
So
cool.
part.
I've got a lot of pearls hanging around. Just no time or
Well,
whatnot
yeah.
to actually use them.
I mean,
Well,
we could take another day if you wanted to identify things, right? It's only going to
Yeah.
benefit us.
That's kind of what I was gonna get at, is that the group had been resting here, and so Kurza, we could
days.
sort of retcon the fact that you would have been doing some identification during this time with them. So if there's
Yeah.
something you wanted to get into, you guys don't have to like stick around an extra day because he wasn't here. I think it's fair to insert that in there, that he would have had that opportunity. So obviously it still costs you a pearl, and time, and the study time is baked into the time they've already taken. But anything you're
All right.
looking at, curious about identifying?
So if you have extra
we have-
identified spots,
we
I
have
have a couple
6.
of things.
In addition to the 6 unidentified items that we already have, actually we have more than that.
Yeah,
We
so
have
I
a lot
got
of potions.
two long swords that I would like you to look at as well.
Because we have a Tablet of Tyranthraxas. We have an amulet of serpent command. That got
identified. It did. I am wearing it.
Oh, okay. There were 2 amulets of serpents or something like that.
There were 2. There might have been 2 or 2 rings or something like that.
There
There
were
was
2 serpent items, and I'm not sure. One person took one, and I don't know if anybody took the other.
Those amulets you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
The serpent amulet? Yeah. I don't know
I
who
think
did
someone
take
took
those.
the other.
Yeah.
I took one of them.
What does yours do?
I have the Serpent of Amulets, which is +4 to saving throws versus magical poisons, immunity to normal poisons, and I get a +2 reaction roll to serpent-like creatures.
Then this is something different, this amulet of serpent command.
Right.
Or
I
looks
think
to have
that's
been identified.
commanding serpents to do your bidding.
Yeah, that one. I think I don't know that anyone was planning to use it or what, but yeah.
Interesting. Intelligent serpents. A naga.
Medu-
No, a naga. I don't think.
Have serpent-like
humanoid.
appendage. But
Serpents on their head?
yeah.
I don't know.
You can befriend their head.
serpents, yeah.
Okay. Let's throw this.
Go ahead and just either paste in
Amulet.
whatever you want to identify. Either paste it in or direct me to where I can see a list of what you're gonna identify, and I'll give you you can make your rolls against them.
I was thinking we move the amulet of serpent command into the party loot so somebody can take it. And then
If you would like, I will stick it inside the bag of holding if it's not there already, and that way if
Yes.
someone would like it. Yep.
I don't think it's there now.
Yep. So
All
I'll
right,
stick
you
it there.
have 2 swords. Does anybody else have anything that isn't on the list that they want identified?
Maybe a potion as well, I might have.
How about something not single use? We've got a lot of stuff that's not single use. So let's go with the 2 swords, my dagger. Anybody else have anything?
No, sir.
No?
I don't think so.
We can do 6 items, so that's 3. Nod's 2 long swords, right?
Okay, this was from Varodis Tower.
Then there was my dagger, and so that's 3 items.
So I might have a couple of other things, but it's more like we should use detect magic on them. To be fair, right?
We have an unidentified piece of wood that says Ardenta. So the wood and the tablet, I think, are probably the other 2 items.
I have a hand crossbow and short sword as well, which again, I'm not sure if they're magical, so a detect magic might be worth doing hindsight first. Not
Oh yeah,
overrun,
absolutely.
yeah.
Let's do the detect magic first.
And the sea devil horn.
Kurza, I'm gonna send you a couple of these that I'm letting you automatically identify here, but yeah, I need you to roll for the rest of these.
Okay.
So whatever's next after those 2, if you want to roll it.
I think. There it is. All right, so that's the. Okay. So that would be my dagger is the next one on the list.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for that.
Woohoo! I made it just barely.
Nice.
All right, let's see. Brandon, the 2 swords. Longsword +2 and +1. The +2 is a luck blade.
The first one is
+2 luck blade.
interesting. What does that mean?
That will give you a +2 to hit and damage, and gives you a +1 to all savings throws while carried. And let's see, where is it? What's the other thing? That's really it.
There's a question on fire damage on the second one.
Oh, you can re-roll a 1 with this once per day. That's what it is. That's what the luck blade really is. It's magical, but
okay.
it allows you to re-roll a 1 once per day.
Catastrophic.
So it kind of saves your astonishing fortune.
Wait a minute. If it says re-roll a 1,
Yeah.
does that mean any die? Like he rolls damage. Oops, it's a 1.
Just the hits, but I believe. Let me see. I know what you mean, but it doesn't really say it that way. I'm assuming it's the hits. I'm okay with it either way, to be honest with you, because if you want to just re-roll a 1 that's for damage, then go ahead.
I can't hear y'all.
It sounds
We can
broad.
hear you.
That's
We can hear
this
you.
notes just sounds like a broad statement to me. You know, you can re-roll a 1.
Yeah. So I would take it as you could re-roll any 1 that's a result of the sword action. Let's see. Your dagger, I'm sending that to you as well.
That's going to be a fun item to have.
As long as you're carrying it, meaning it's holstered, or is it something that you're using?
Let's see.
And
Sorry,
Brandon, the short sword, hand crossbow, and the sea devil horn, did we determine if those were magical? Or are those the 3 items that needed to be checked for magic?
When they cast detect magic, but closest I could tell you is like sphere, or you can get more detail.
There we go.
If they're magical, we'll identify them. If they're not magical, not going to bother. But
Um,
I'll spend the first level spell slot for the day, and I can at least tell you if they're magical or not, and what sphere they are. That's it.
While y'all are doing this, Shaujr wants to use no alignment and see if there's any items that permeate evil.
Okay.
Oh,
There's no roll involved, and it works on objects.
I might have a silver idol of Loth. That might be evil. I don't know if it's magical.
Well,
but I'm assuming Loth would be evil.
Let's check everything for magic before we would have started this.
detect magic lasts for a turn.
So pull everything out. Whatever's magical is going to glow and say, yes, I'm magic. And that's about all that we need to know.
If Nod is wearing that thing, if I happen to glance his way.
So the Chris, the seed. What's after the dagger?
That's what I'm trying to determine.
It's not the horn, or it's.
I don't know. Is the horn magical?
Yeah.
How about the short sword and the hand crossbow?
Who's Nod? Do you remember where those came from, or?
No, I do not. They are.
I don't believe those were. I don't have
Somewhere on
anything
the
in my
sahuagin.
notes. Yeah,
I'm
I don't
assuming
have
for
any
the
of those in my
sahuagin.
notes. So I think those are
Or
not.
the tower. They're between the tower. Yeah, no, I'm not sure. They might not be anything.
Yeah, I don't think those are. The horn is, but the others I don't
Okay.
recognize any others. So if you want to do the horn, is that
Yeah, let's do the horn
okay.
next.
So this is
Just barely.
yeah,
Is
right
that-
on the
is that
money.
your number, right? Yeah. Okay.
So I have a dagger of venom.
That's an
Plus
interesting one.
1. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that does, but
It's like you press on the handle and it ejects venom or poison.
I don't
I've heard of
remember. I thought
those.
it had to be on a high enough roll or something. It automatically did it.
Quite the nasty thing.
I forget. It's been a very long time.
It's on hits. On any hit, you can apply poison. Yeah.
oh my.
At will?
They have to make a saving throw versus poison.
Yeah, they
There
get
might
a
be
save,
versus
but...
death, actually.
No, it's first poison. It's first poison, yeah.
On every hit.
On every hit.
Holy
That's the
crap.
magic.
But again, it's I think you
I have to hit.
refill the poison. I think you have to refill the poison too. It's like a limited. I could be wrong. Each one is slightly different.
Yeah.
Like some of them, you can put like wyvern poison or other poisons inside of it. Spider poison.
Yeah,
Oh.
we'll say it's already dosed right now for a couple of hits, but he's right. At a certain point, you do have to supply the venom to it. But
Okay.
it's not the
I'm
most.
thinking-
It's not that difficult. You just need to source it.
All right.
Don't look at me. You can't milk
Powerful
me.
that would be if you had a weapon that could just poison every strike all day long,
Yeah,
every day.
yeah,
I
That'd
think
be
it holds a
yeah,
good handful.
for sure.
Not-
So I
I
think
don't remember how many.
if the horn is the last thing, then I think we're kind of caught up on the identification for now.
We've got
And-
2 other items I wanted to hit.
Do
Okay, what do you got?
do any
We got the, let's see, we did the sea devil thing, right?
Yep, I just sent that to
and
you.
then any of this other stuff that Nod brought out, any of that stuff?
Yeah, I just found
or
more.
not?
I apologize. I just found more. It was from the Sahuagin leader. He
I
had 2 flails,
think
2
the
chains.
horn, yeah, the horn is the same thing, I believe, that I just sent to you, Chris.
Okay.
The chains and flails, I don't think any of that is on my list, so none of that's magical.
All right.
Those weapons
So
are...
the horn of the sea devil, Sahuagin summoning.
what?
So we have 2 of those in theory.
Sahuagin summoning. Does that mean
you
they'll
can...
just show up and attack us, or they'll show up and actually help us?
Sounds like a EXP farm.
So hard. XP
That could be.
I need 37
Bunch of
more
murder
XP to
hobos.
level. Come on. Go blow a horn.
I don't think you guys are gonna go. You might want to put your hirelings in that farm because they might be able to go up a level by killing Sahuagin, but the rest of you, it'll take a lot of them to go
Well,
up in it a
Sahuagin-
level.
Definitely.
Well, that's why we
against
have 2
using
horns.
that.
All right, so that means I think I've got 2 more slots left. And let's do the unidentified piece of wood.
I think we
See
did
what
that
that
one.
does.
That's I have that in the. Let's see if I can find it.
Gifted by Eliana. Small wooden plank. 12 by 6 by 6.
Why don't I see that? I had that in.
Yeah, what was that?
Rocked in my brain, too. I can't recall.
Who's Eliana?
She's the Augmen priestess that.
Okay, that's
Aided
kind of what
you.
I was thinking.
She gave that to you all at the Tower of Melkor when you were leaving the Tower of Melkor and heading back to Procamper. She gave that to you. I know what it is.
Yeah.
I created a handout for it, and I'm not finding the handout, so I need to see if I can find that.
Okay. The only other thing is this tablet of Tyranthraxas.
Okay, are you gonna roll
That
for?
probably.
Yeah. There we go.
I mean-
No, that's
52%.
evil.
We
You're good on your rolls, Chris.
yeah, this is like the first time I've gotten everything. Like, what the heck?
Right? Yeah. Usually we get lucky to get 1 or 2 out of 6 attempts.
Yeah.
It's a good omen.
I hope so, considering what we think we might be going up against tonight or in the near future. Maybe tonight.
Didn't we have a folder where we had the unidentified stuff at before?
Yeah.
Where's that folder?
It's still there. It's under party notes.
Oh, party notes. Let's see. Oh, that's helpful. There we go. All right. There's everything. All right. So the piece of wood, it is, well, I forget what the name of this is, but it's a version that can summon a boat. A folding boat. I'm sorry, folding boat.
Oh, it's a folding boat. Okay.
Yep, folding boat is what the piece of wood that says Ardento is. And then the last thing you said was the
tablet.
Tablet of Tyranthraxas. Okay.
I think
When
Shaujr
you pull
tried
the
to
tablet
kill
out,
it.
I'm like, you. I think we want nothing to do with that, Kurza. I remember. I already detected it was evil.
Is it?
You did detect it was
think
evil.
so.
You did detect it that this
Yeah.
was evil. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah,
I just-
yeah. And I'm like, just put that away.
Every time you guys say Tyranthraxas, I'd have DOS flashbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never played that, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
So, Chris, this item, basically, you can read. There's sort of inscriptions on this tablet, and there you can read those when you do detect magic. Do you want to read them?
No, I don't want to read them. I'm just doing an identify. I know it's magical, so we're doing an identify to see what it does.
It's the Tablet of Tyranthraxas would be if you want to put a title on it. It's that's what it is. What it does is you'd have to read to find out.
You remember the crown, Kurza?
But what sphere, what type of
Where
magic?
the hell did we?
We can't trust this evil magic.
It's necromancy and alteration are the two schools that this tablet most
Did we get it
conveys.
from the tower under the where we're at now?
Bart got
Let's
it,
see.
right? Bart, you found it in the Underdark, I believe.
Someplace in there, yeah.
If I'm remembering, it was in the Underdark, I believe. Yeah. It was
the
after
beholder?
the labyrinth and somewhere in that direction. I don't remember exactly which layer of the Underdark now, but somewhere in the Underdark
It's
you
been a
found it.
while. That was a while ago.
So
Actually,
it's
it might have been in
evil.
the treasure room. It was somewhere near the ending point of the Minotaur and the beginning of the next layer of the Underdark. I know whatever board that was. I could pull the map, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel like it was with the Minotaur.
Yeah, it was like in that very last section of the Minotaurs or right before you left there that you found it. However,
okay.
that is probably all we
What
have time to
language is it
identify.
in?
It is, let's see. So you do want to read it?
I'm thinking about it.
Oh boy.
Well, it would be in
I'm
magic, I
giving you
guess.
Stink eye.
Let's see.
Turnuk in a bag.
We do.
We have a corpse in a bag, yes.
It's an
Is he
ancient language,
corpse or is he
Chris.
stone?
Yeah.
Some kind of ancient language that we don't know, huh?
It's an ancient language called Loros. You wouldn't really be able to identify that, but it's...
Oh well, I'm just going to hand it to Shaujr and say, "Yeah, here, take it, destroy it."
Yeah, I want to destroy it. I wanted to destroy it ever since you found it, and yeah.
I wanted
Okay.
to know
I
what
can-
we were.
You wanna
destroying,
try to-
that's all.
Try to break it?
I want to try. I want to see if I just throw it down.
I want to
Or-
stand back from whatever she's doing because I don't want to be in the blast radius. I've had
Take
enough
that,
things
you-
explode on me.
evil magic, and I like smash it down on the ground, on the stone ground. It's probably not
Okay.
gonna break.
You can
but-
do a strength check, bend bars, lift gates check.
Find a rock, smash it.
Ben Barsliff can't.
Okay, it doesn't seem to dent it much when you bounce this thing off the ground, though. It stays intact.
We have to find a way to destroy this. Put it back in the bag and
Reach out on it. Get a big
So-
stone and smash it.
So let me bring us back into the present moment a little bit, and remind you guys too about some of the things that were happening last session when you were spending your week in the in this cave. You were taking turns doing your watch, and you had noticed on a couple of occasions, several of you had noticed some movement around the cavern. You knew you weren't completely alone, but I think the decision was made to just stay still and not mess with anything, and it won't mess with you. Very recently, you guys have made a little bit of noise that seems to have caused some echoes in the cave, and after a few moments, you hear some loud shifting of rocks or something that sounds similar almost to the tablet sound, but it's coming from deeper into the cave. You guys haven't really left the entry corridor area, and this is like further in towards the Minotaur maze that you hear some pretty significant sound a few moments after trying to crack the tablet.
So, forgive me, but is something like maybe coming our way right now? Because I think we talked about setting up glyphs around the area if anything came in, and maybe trying to find a little nook that we could eventually stone shape.
Yeah,
know,
you had done
cave
that. You kind of have a little hut in here that's well hidden, and
Alright.
so yeah, you're holed up in this little, somewhat hidden area that's carved out for your protection. But nonetheless, the noise, you still hear the noise, and it does sound as if there's some potentially some voices that you're hearing as well in the distance. If anyone wants to do any further investigation on that, you can roll wisdom checks, or if there's any other actions anyone wants to take before.
I think Bart does understand Underdark, if I recall, as far as languages go.
Yeah.
Or Undercommon, if that
Undercommon,
applies.
yeah. I guess do a wisdom check, Bart, and I'll give you some other info if you're able to pass that. All right, so there's a combination of sounds that you're hearing, and the voices that you hear sound like they are not speaking Undercommon, but something somewhat similar. Must be a potentially like another race, like an Undercommon race or an Underdark race, that you hear a similar language. With the role that you have, though, Bart, you're going to be able to recognize that you actually recognize the voice that you hear. And
Oh my.
let's see, I think for whoever's on lookout here, you're going to notice that there are two gnomes in the cave not too far from you all that are trying. They were trying to hide out behind some boulders, and they kicked the boulders and moved the boulders because they freaked out from the noise in the cavern and have now kind of given away their spot and their hiding place. And so they're kind of scurrying off this bank that you see. You know, Bart, I guess, and Shaujr would be the two that would see this.
Is it our friendly neighborhood thief?
They weren't unfriendly to us, right?
I call out, step out of the shadows.
Okay, so as you do that,
And be not a coward.
I think that, let's see, give a charisma check, please. So you hear in a broken, common a response that comes back to you that says, if you knew what we were running from, you'd be a coward too. And you hear another voice kind of like whispering to the voice that called out to you, and it looks like they're kind of hesitant. They're looking in your direction and eyeing you guys up since you've called out to them.
I'll pop
Do
my
you
head
reveal
up.
yourself? Because at this point you're
I
kind of
lower
hidden.
my axe. I reveal myself. Yeah, I revealed
Okay.
myself
I will
when
too.
I called out. And I lower my axe and say, yeah, because they don't sound hostile. I say, you're safe with us. Now speak of this danger.
All right, let me get a. If I can find.
Do they look familiar?
No, well, they kind of look familiar. Yeah, let me find the art. I thought I had it, but it's somehow got put in alphabetical order, and now I gotta find it.
Renwick, maybe?
So these look like Renwick, but they're not Renwick. They look like svirfneblin gnomes. Both of these are kind of skinny-looking, gray-skinned, white-haired, or partially balding gnomes, and they look pretty ill-equipped to be roaming around in this section. So kind of, I think, like, you don't notice any weapons right away as you're looking at them. So if you are stepping out, they will kind of like put their hands up and walk out towards you, both of them, and they will say, take us with you. Get us out of here immediately.
Certainly, but do you know Renwick? He's a deep gnome like you.
How do you know him?
He was a friend. He is a friend.
We traveled together through this area.
You see the other gnome is kind of speaking to him like in his ear. Does anyone want to try to overhear what he's whispering to him? Well, actually, I don't think any of you understand svirfneblin, so never mind that. But he seems like he's kind of urging his friend not to talk to you for the most part, and but the one friend is kind of seems like he wants to. He seems like he recognized the name Renwick when you said it.
Do they seem kind of cagey, or?
Yeah, they seem a little rattled.
Yeah. So Bart might actually take his censure and like try and waft some smoke around and be like, "The mist protect us, and we can talk in silence."
Okay, I think
Yeah.
given the gesture, they maybe with a charisma check, they might trust you enough to come closer and communicate more. So you want to try that, Bart, with your I don't know if charisma's your stat
I
or
think
not.
it's 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh,
Oh,
There
yeah.
we go. Excellent.
Maybe.
So
There you go.
they feel safe in the mist, and they will come closer and hide. And they're kind of like hiding down, like cowering down behind stalagmites and other rocks, like they were trying to do earlier before they were spooked out of their spot. They do come over, and they look a little bit, like I said, ill-equipped. Beyond the weaponry, they don't seem to have a whole lot in the way of supplies on them. It kind of gives
How is
you
it that you find yourself down here without any weapons?
They came to our village, and we are scattered. We escaped barely, and we fear to return.
Who's they?
Dark creatures, friends of Loth. Something has empowered them. The Underdark has not been the same for a while, but something recent has changed. Very recent. It's as if the doors to the hells have been opened themselves. We'd started with some carrion crawlers and some small creatures that seemed to be picking up in frequency until finally we were bombarded by many, and escape was our only option. I know not what happened to Renwick. My hope is he escaped. As well as the elders. I hope that the elders have all escaped. They have tunnels dedicated to the leadership. Hopefully they have gotten away. But we may never know.
His village was attacked?
Yeah. These are svirfneblin that appear to be from Renwick's village. And it has been toppled.
How far is the village?
At this point, it's a little ways that if you remember when you went from here, you had to go through the Minotaur cave and then down. You started going down the corridor towards the Underdark, and there at that point is where the fork was that Renwick left you guys. So that was the path that he took, and then you kept on. You all kept on. So somewhere in that, not very far, but on the other side of the Minotaur cavern, I guess would be the best answer.
How far
In terms of time? Yeah, time, like, to get there? I'm just curious.
If you were just traveling without fear of being seen, probably like,
Yeah.
and with no opponents, and you're just clearing straight through, maybe, probably just like a full day to get there.
Okay.
These guys are
If you remember how to get through the maze and all that stuff, if you don't get caught up in.
Yeah. Or
So,
attacked, or...
and
Frick.
his little skittish friend is Ricket. He doesn't talk much to you all, but Zafrik seems to be the spokesperson for the two, and they look a little bit gaunt as well. I think, given if you guys are kind of giving them some protection and everything, that they'll share with you that they've been on the run for what sounds like to you they've lost track of days, but it sounds to you like they've been on the run for a few weeks. So it's not exactly
ago?
yesterday that they escaped. It's
Yeah.
been a while. They've been surviving on their own, these two.
Order that at some point when we face some of those creatures in the Underdark, that we upset the balance of power. Like,
I don't know if did we ever count the elves? I know we counted the
Well,
orcs tried to
we
kill us.
did disturb the balance of power.
yeah, like it's just
When we took out the beholder, that unbalanced everything.
The other,
Yeah, and we fought
Like-
Driders.
Because it left the mind flayer in charge.
Yeah.
like I'm wondering
Um,
if this is a consequence of that or something, or
Probably.
if it's unrelated. But
Could be.
Like we cleared
the other thing that might cross your mind is when you were in the Tower of Melkor and you saw the mural depicting the alliance between Moander and Loth. It seems like these guys are talking about that specifically as well. And I'll show you, I think if I can find it in the...
You showed us in the video, too.
It was in the video, yeah, it should have been in the video, but there's a handout for
Yeah.
it, and if I can find it, but I don't see it. Oh, here. That was in the Tower of Melkor, and there was a pit, there was basically an entryway, it seemed like, that led towards the Underdark that seemed to be connected to this alliance as well, excuse me. That might be the other thing that you would think of as they're telling you this, right? That both the Beholder being killed and something to do with this alliance seems to be changed the world in the Underdark.
What kind of a descriptor can they give us of the dark creatures or beings that attack their village? These are gnome, dwarves, elves, undead. What are we looking at?
Drow.
So it's going to be undead. It's going to be the overwhelming response that you hear from them. The Walking Dead and things like to that effect is their answer to that in Broken Common.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, I think that the two of them, let's see, between the two of them, after a moment or two, you might kind of get a better look at them and get the sense that they are probably not very accomplished when it comes to adventuring, just in terms of what you see. But looks can be deceiving. Just you don't see anything about them that leads you to believe that they could even defend themselves very well. So you're probably curious how they even survived this long, to be honest.
Are they even equipped as like they'd be adventurers?
You can see that they each carry a dagger, that's like somewhat exposed, so they at least each have something. But without doing a complete shakedown, it just doesn't look like they have a whole lot. You know, they're
Street
traveling pretty
clothes?
sparsely. Clothes,
Hmm.
you know, very small pouches, daggers, and that's about all. No, nothing fancy to speak of for sure.
They're not wounded, right?
They just seem fatigued. No, they do not appear to be wounded. They were lucky not to have been caught in the fray, as the alarms were set off in the svirfneblin use some of that fungi that you all had run into before, that kind of alarms and alerts, and so that was one of the reasons why they were saved somewhat from that. Yeah, so I think you know, they're fearful that whatever has been unleashed is infesting the Underdark, and their fear is it's coming this way, and it's, you know, there's nowhere safe in the Underdark is the way that they're acting. So although they seem comforted by your presence and protection and your safe spot, they still seem paranoid about this.
Also, our way lies up, right? And do we even want to get involved with this? Probably. Not a character here. Just strategizing.
Yeah.
I mean, well, path of easiest solution. I think we go back to my idea of toppling the tower, right?
Take a
Then
month.
we're still in the Underdark, and we can go back and help the village and
And the mushroom person.
Yeah.
That is one option, yeah.
or it's what we venture to the mushrooms, help that, and come back to the tower after he's better prepared or more prepared, re-prepared.
If we go through that mad scheme,
Help me think out options. That's Nod's
So,
theory, like he's done with Varodis and like his evil scheme.
If
where's this lich located?
if the svirfneblin over here, you're talking about the mushroom people, you know, they may chime in that to let you know that they were aided by the mushroom people. That's part of what helped them survive, is that they used some of the tunnels and tricks that were taught to them, shared with them by some of the caverns folk. So they do seem familiar with that.
Their way and see if they react to it. You know, just kind of give them a little nod and like question. It's interesting. Small people made it this way, and just throwing a little thieves' cant into it to see if they pick up on it.
Let's see. So, yeah, it looks like they both understand you, like, immediately. Like, they both, like, look at... In fact, Ricket, who really doesn't look anyone in the eye, as soon as you speak in Thieves' Cant, he looks you in the eye. And so you get the sense that they both are, employed in the shadow, so to speak.
And maybe with that, Nod will dig into his pocket and pull out this map that Renwick once drew for him. And show it to him. It's like, does this look familiar? This handwriting?
Give me a charisma check, see if they're willing to share.
Essentially, he's like kind of like getting to the point. Like, is this your village? Where you were attacked and.
Yeah, you kind of see them like they're.
Or did Renwick point us to somewhere different, like his hideout comparatively to the village?
They Zafrik confirms for you. He says, "This is our village," and he points, on the map, basically right to the entryway to the village that he knows of. So he says, "Yes, this is our village. This is home. Was home.
Unfortunate.
We cannot go back. Surely it is not safe."
And unfortunately, your lot appears to be thrown in with us.
Yes, are you ready to kill a lich?
And they're like, "A what? A what?"
I'm just gonna wink at him. It's like, yeah, don't listen to the crazy barbarian.
So Seharn's gonna just give him a basic lowdown of where we're going from here, and we'll invite them to come with us, or they can stay here behind. But
yeah, I mean, for now they seem comfortable to just hang out in your presence if you're sticking around. You guys can have conversations, out of their earshot or whatever if you want to plan around them or whatever, but they're gonna hang out in your little camp until they're not welcome.
We
So
got a plan. I mean,
and
Nod has the. Go ahead. Sorry.
well, no, you're fine. I was gonna suggest maybe we take our break here a little early. I need to take it now, and then we can come back and you guys can. That might give everyone a chance to weigh in on what you want to do next, if you're gonna go down or up or something else.
Sure.
Yeah.
What is
topple.
some of Soldier's languages?
He's not rich in language.
Good way to put it. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Elvish, Orc, Halfling?
No. Rashomar and Common.
Okay. Because what I was actually thinking was this: could this tablet of Tyranthraxas be one of the phylacteries?
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of
Well,
just doing it in game when I said, "Oh, it's like the crown," right? Because I knew that the crown was so bad to us. But
Well, I think that you might be right. The
could
crown
be.
could be one
It
of the
could be.
phylacteries.
No, Jamie kind of confirmed that last game. He did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the crown is the phylactery, and that's why I corrupted Arven, who is the Ogma wizard.
Yeah.
I mean, priest, who were
So quickly.
hopefully trying to save from the evil, but we might not be able to, right? Because we told them that we were going to do that, the Ogma. We have a lot of stuff kind of already lined up. So I don't know about letting these two gnomes sidetrack us, but on the other hand, maybe there's a reason that we ran into them.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll
Nod
defer to your
agrees with
judgment.
you. We have a lot of things that are starting to stack up on us, right? We have to help the genie, we have to help the Ugmal, we have to get rid of your curse. There's three Lich's towers.
Well, the genie we've handed off temporarily to someone else who can do some research. So hopefully that will be useful. And apparently our tattoos are intertwined with the Lich and the ancient magic.
And
So,
we've already dealt with some of it. For example, the Beholder. As we defeated the Beholder, that one of the symbols disappeared or faded.
yeah, I'm surprised.
Again, I think even if we crumble the tower, right? Even if we do this, we would still need to find the phylactery. And
Yeah, I think you're right.
there
at
could
least
be
bag
more
of
than
holding it. If
one,
it's in the,
too.
I think it's
Hey,
just the
Kurza.
one for this guy.
Chris.
He wasn't as
Yeah.
versed. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, who do we hand off the genie issue to be researched? I don't remember that.
Eliana.
Ileana. Okay.
Yeah, she's got it.
Because she was Ogma. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, she physically has the bottle with her. And I asked her to find out what she could as far as how to free him. So whenever we get back to her, we'll get back to her. But
Yeah, and if we can come back somehow resolving the Arven problem, she'll be indebted to us and more inclined to, perhaps help us more with that. I don't know.
so we know the crown is down, probably back with the Lich.
It's probably in the Lich's tower, right? We know that the cleric we gave it to, he ended up donning it or something and becoming evil. Or the Lich.
Yeah.
So in a sense, he is Varodis now, right?
Yes.
Maybe?
Or at least
Varodis probably took
controlled
over.
by.
Yeah.
Varodis.
Yeah. Or at
He's
least
been
controlled by
possessed.
Varodis or commanded by
Yeah.
him. But then
That gets back to my idea of we just topple the tower, right? We can multiple stones or two birds, one stone. We get rid of the Varodis, all the other bad guys in there. We might lose some loot, but I mean, we do it safely. It would be time consuming.
no, it wouldn't. I'll just whip out my wand and go, mud, and we'll watch the tower crumble.
It'd be digging there, right? We're saying it's probably 100 feet away, so it would be like digging with softened earth or whatever, or shape earth for like the clerics to get underneath, and then soften mud. But then you would still have to get out safely.
Well, yeah.
We could technically tie a rope
Details,
around you, and as
details.
it all turns to mud, we could pull you out. But still.
Yeah, because you got to figure the stone part on the top will come crashing down on the mud, and we probably won't be able to see much because of too much mud in the water, so to speak.
Dirt, yeah. Ooh, there's a way I'm sure we could shape the cave, like we could put it as like a pool, right? So it's like an overhang into the ocean, and that would stop it from just pouring in, and that would be slightly different. That's getting into like engineering.
Yeah,
But
What about just sinking it into the seafloor? Can we do
we
that?
could do that. We could always just swim out and do it. It's much riskier, as in like sharks or whatnot, but we could always do that and just soften Earth and collapse it that way.
well, you got to figure most of what the
But there's
seafloor is already
portals.
mud.
It's all destroyed and vacant of life, right? We're not going to hurt anything because it's already been sucked and consumed. So, like, we're only helping everything.
But the portals are still there, and
Not once we destroy it. Worst case, we can go back into the Underdark and then venture forth our portal to get back to other places. The worst case, we're losing access to the other towers, but I think we still have it with the Nam.
Yeah,
because we haven't been to the third tower, right, Jorhundus? And correct me if I'm wrong, Brandon, but did not Jamie say something like maybe one of those mirrors leads to it last
Yes, but I
session?
know if we're struggling with this one, we are not ready for that
Yeah.
one.
No,
Each
I know,
one,
but it is our way to it, is what I'm saying.
but I
We
want to
can
say
destroy the tower.
Mythanandar is also our way to it, right? Worst case, we can go to the other
Yeah.
tower and teleport using that tower because that pathway, that place should also have a tower. He mentioned that they were all linked somehow.
yeah.
If we do end up having to fight Arven, though, we're in pretty good shape. We have everyone except for Griff tonight. And we're all rested up.
Hmm.
Presumably, we would spend one more night so everybody gets their spells back.
And prepare whatever spells that you wanted to for a
Yeah.
combat, right? Like I said, we could go out there and do it a little bit riskier, as in like swimming, casting it at the base of the tower, the mud, whatever, the dirt, and causing it to collapse that way. And it's a lot faster than a month of digging with like shapestone.
I do like the idea, I have to admit. It's clever.
We played a one shot, and I broke the one shot by doing that. I was a druid. The thing is with the one shot, we didn't have spell components. For me to do this, I had to do teamwork with another druid to soften earth, or with a cleric. He softened earth, got me mud, and from there I was able to shape earth and
The thing is,
break the game.
we if we
The
do
whole
that,
purpose was getting out the dungeon. Sorry, go ahead.
it's gonna take some time, Brandon.
With that one,
So,
it would take time, for spell levels and spell casting of digging, 10,
uh
50,
huh.
100 foot, 200 foot to get underneath the tower.
So we are likely to get the attention of the Lich that way.
How would he know? The worst thing
Well,
that I could assume, right, is that we would be getting drained via the tower. That would be, thinking it through, would be my assumption, would be the worst case scenario. We're getting soul drained as we're doing this because it takes X amount of time. But technically, we can cast spells and then just walk away because it's
I
only going to
think
be like 200 feet or even a mile, which we could cover in a day.
in character, Shaujr kind of likes it because what could be better than destroying a giant evil tower? Out of character, I like it because it's kind of clever, but I will leave it to Kurza and what everyone else
So,
wants
yeah.
to do.
I got the ideas. It's connecting the dots. How do we want to approach it, right? Do we want to again do it El Risque with sharks out in the open of the water and dropping it down into the floor? You know what I mean? Or is it we dig underneath, make it not supportive, and then soften the earth, and then
Because remember how hard of a time Bart had in the water, right?
the
The
idea
water with
behind
his
this is like the safer option, so we're not getting
all this, yeah, all the spells.
shadows, the sigils.
But I will say, if we do have to fight him, if someone has silence and they can cast it on him, it'll interrupt his verbal spells.
I'm curious how it works with the bag of holding. If you cast silence on a object like that and you stuck it in the bag of holding, is it like in suspended animation? Does it counter not get tick down or does it still tick down?
What
I
do you
think it would
mean?
still tick down,
Hmm.
right? I assume so, right? Because Tornek's body was decomposing too, and we had to renew the thing. So yeah, things would still,
Oh, like time. Yeah, time still passes.
yeah. Because I was thinking, then we just stick a silence, like you can cast silence on a rock, stick it in the bag, and then throw it or pull it out whenever it's that time. But harder to do. Silence is limited in how long it lasts.
So where we're at, Jamie, is not in Shaujr are like really excited about this idea of using the stone shape and having the tower collapse into the seafloor.
Drawing shapes into the mud of how we're gonna do this. Who's gonna
And they're
smash it the
trying to
hardest?
convince Kurza, and Seharn is busy, and Bartholomew is not around back yet. But yeah, that's where we're at with this.
That's funny. You two would have the least understanding of the limitation of the magic too. Like you know what I mean? Like
Sure,
you would be the
yeah.
ones imagining it could do so much more than it really can do. And you're both over there all excited, like, we got the cheat code, let's do it, you know? That's funny.
Yeah. Now, I've got all these scrolls that I can't. I want to convert them to part of my spell book.
Yeah, I think
Can I make another shot at them, or
I
do I have
think
to wait till I'm
you
6?
I think you had to level up. I think well, you tell me if these are new ones or ones that you tried previously. Because if you tried them this level, the way we've been doing is that you'd have to re-roll it next level.
Yeah,
But
I
I
think I
don't
tried
remember.
most of them already.
Yeah,
Because I mean, realistically, I can't learn the 4th, the 6th level ones, or the 9th level one.
You can technically just cast them from the spell, the scroll.
Yeah,
It might be valuable in that sense of dealing with our problems. I've tried to do a little bit better about that. Like consumables that we get, we should consider using. It's typically they're there to help you do stuff. You know, I'm the same mentality. We can hold on to it and use it later for another appropriate time, but then
I have a scroll of silence 15-foot radius. I would like to put that into my spell book, but
oh
that's what made me think of it. And it's
oh
like I went back to check what I can see. I mean, I have silence 15-foot radius is a 2nd level spell. Melf's minute meteors is a 3rd level, and fog cloud is a 2nd level. And that's it. Everything else is above my level.
I think
So-
the silence 15-foot radius is also something Seharn and I could do as well
Probably.
with the
Depends if
spells. Yeah.
Jamie says it's the same for cleric as for divine and arcane.
divine. It's like 3rd level spells. I think is silence. I think they both have access to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
but the question becomes: is this written as an arcane scroll or is it written as a divine scroll?
Probably
Does it
arcane.
make a difference? Given what we've encountered, I'd say it's arcane. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
If
Sorry,
it's 2nd level, it should be arcane. Because wizard is 3rd level.
Okay.
Or it might be 2nd level. It's a 2nd level spell for wizard being a 3rd level. Jeez. I'll have to Google. Because I know they're different.
I was thinking how cool it would be to take all the PDFs from 2nd
Hmm.
edition and put them into Notebook LLM, and then we would have like an AI that we could ask the rules, at least how it interprets the rules.
Or just ask it to
you can search the
read
PDFs
to
too.
us.
Yeah.
They're both
Yeah.
2nd level. They're both 2nd
I do
level
that a lot.
spells. For priest and for
Yeah.
cleric. Or for cleric and
Yeah.
for wizard.
I like that idea,
Yeah.
Molly.
It's a good idea.
I might try it. I might try it. Yeah.
If you could like have all the official books, you know, in its
There's a limit to the amount you can add to Notebook LLM, but you know, and some of those PDFs are big, but
yeah,
I could see what I could do with it.
that'd be neat.
Well, you can
So
make multiple different books in each one.
Yeah, that's true.
So you know the way this is sort of playing out, I think everybody's mostly back. So you're sort of in limbo post camp, post rest, and post restoration. And I think everybody's back to full health. I think full abilities for the most part is where we had left off, and then this encounter where you had found the two gnomes, the svirfneblin gnomes, Zafrik and Ricket. That's really, and then the identification, we rolled through all of that in the first half. So at this point, I think, you're maybe sitting around trying to calculate what you've learned from the gnomes into your next step. And there's a couple ideas I heard. Shaujr and Nod are lobbying for one angle. I don't know if anyone else is lobbying for the other, but it sounds like there's a decision that needs to be made by the party. Or
I have one last tidbit of information that I just noticed
sure.
in my notes. Something about the tower that drains life energy. I'm not sure where I got the information from.
That's part of the reason we fled, I
Came
think.
down here
Wasn't
to
it?
rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why we didn't rest in the tower, because it ages us or drains our life force. That's
Yeah.
why the area outside the tower right now, I don't know if you saw it last time, Kurza, the area outside the tower is different this time. It's more decayed because the tower's
Okay.
been consuming more life. So, like, right now, if everybody walks this way, Nod will, like, bring you all over to, like, a little mud drawing that he's put into the ground of, like, the tower. And, like, how he's, like, kind of thinking that we swim out there to, like, the tower and use this wand of softened earth to, like, make the tower collapse. Like, this tower's doing evil stuff, just look at all the death and decay that it's caused. We're only doing the world a justice by bringing this tower down.
Could the tower itself be a phylactery?
We're assuming it's the crown, right? The cleric put on the crown and went crazy, possessed by the Lich.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're pretty-
Assuming.
Another mess back home we created inadvertently.
Yeah, the other thing that was worth mentioning, so I think where you guys left off on the third floor of the tower, you were getting barraged by some really nasty things, and including an intellect devourer and shadow, to say a few. It seemed like, or it seems like, I would say this, that and this was something I think that I had mentioned to Griff, or Griff had mentioned in the when he had popped in, but the intellect devourers are a underdark creature, like a deep underdark creature. And it's like the one thing that's really out of place to you guys on your return trip. You saw most of the other things before, but the deep underdark creature being in the tower was a new development. The paw prints that you saw that were hits were something that you never saw there before. You know that there were some portals that were still open, that appeared to be open potentially on that third floor as well. And there was some movement going towards those or from those the night that you were resting. So there's that, and then on the floor, that in the center part of that floor is the helmed horror or animated armor, whatever you want to call it, room. And then above that would be like the Varodis' temple and where you found the crown. Just to like put it in perspective how close you were to all those things, you were just really right underneath all of that and on the same floor as some of that when you turned around because you were in bad shape. So I mentioned that because I know that if you do go back up there, you're probably gonna have various strategies on what you want to do to the tower. But there are still unexplored corners too. And then obviously the gnomes are sort of conflicted. They seem to be scared to the point that they don't want to return. They don't feel comforted enough by you guys to go home with you. That would be the general. They want to leave. They want you to take them where you came from, because you're not people from the Underdark, for sure. Save Nod.
question.
I've got a crazy idea. Well, we know where there's a portal to the surface. If you want to take it, they'll probably run into a bunch of
Well, actually, you have the
people looking for us, but
you have the portal that goes to Pro Camper. That
Where
one
is that?
is actually, that one's on the second floor of the tower. So
well, we also have the portal that goes to the
And then there's
The
one to
little area
Cormier,
in
I
the
believe.
woods,
You
too.
believe.
Which leads me to my obvious mundane question. If we do this crazy idea friend Nod has, and we simply topple the tower, how do we get out of here? Where do we go from there?
We go back to the Underdark Tomb of Nanthar, or to our portal that leads us to Griff's Grotto, Kurza's Grotto.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
say
There are options out of here.
one of the other things I'll say is that yeah, you going back to a lot of the documents and reading that you had done along the way too, you know that the phylactery needs to be destroyed. And according to Eliana, the phylactery is the crown. You know, if you do topple the tower, it's not a guarantee that the crown is,
We would have to
shattered
reinforce
as
it.
well.
Probably in there somewhere,
But yeah, right. So just
but
saying,
not guaranteed to be.
Along with the former priest of Ogma, or the temple?
Yeah.
Mhm. You know, it's kind of odd that there's intellect devourers there, huh? Like, why would a mage, and a lich is a mage, why would they keep intellect devourers around?
Not a guess would be that since we destroyed the Beholder, who would be controlling the Underdark creatures, maybe they were taken control of by the Liches.
Well, the mind flare
Yeah.
is from even deeper in, too.
That's true. They now came into power, so they had more resources to use or trade.
Because we know they came through the portal, the mirror portals.
Well, we can shatter them.
Okay,
we
so
thought about that, but Seharn decided it was a bad idea.
So what if instead another crazy idea, instead of the whole tower, what if we go swim up to the third floor to the top and make a hole in the side wall?
There's already a hole in this tower?
And it's not
Yeah.
Well,
being
yeah, there
flooded with
is.
water.
We could just swim up and wander in.
Well, that's what I
through
mean. What if we
force
go
field.
up to the third tower so we ignore everything else and then go
We'll go
directly
right to the
the
floor
source?
we want to be at.
Right.
From
The
the
What you're saying?
outside. From the
That's
outside.
kind of smart. That's kind of smart.
Yeah. No, the force field's still there,
I
keeping the water
believe
out.
if it's the same exact layout as last time we ventured, if we venture into the south with the already open hole in the wall, we will be, I can't say safe. It will be a relatively safe entrance. It shouldn't be the Lich's, I don't know what you call it, his monument.
You think
Well,
that
there's
force field surrounds the entire tower and not just
Probably.
protects the hole?
otherwise the place would be full of water.
so
Whatever magic
So-
is doing that might protect
True
it
enough.
from any spells we try to cast on it to make it crumble.
That's a possibility too.
you guys have all three of your NPCs, not your NPCs, your hirelings with you as well. You've got Varn and Nalara and Sereni in tow, and wonder if that factors in at all, or if you have a different plan for them. I don't know that they have any general consensus. They're probably, gonna support whatever their mentor is saying here. So
How are they feeling? Are they feeling loyal, I guess? Like they want to stay with us?
you think so? You think so? You don't
Cool.
see that they seem like they're certainly somewhat taken back by the caliber
Scope of it?
of the enemies and
Yeah.
things like that. But you guys have treated them well, and you've taken care of them and protected them and included them and shared with them. I suppose that you've maybe issued some of your surplus goods and inventory to them.
We should have thought about giving them magic items.
Yeah. I gave Nalara 53 gold last
You
week.
did. You did.
Did.
But if we have something that could help them,
Yeah,
I
if you
got
have like
lots of
equipment,
stale pro camper ale.
Varn will get in on that, I'm sure.
It'll give you some liquid courage.
You might need it. So I guess if we're just kind of taking general consensus here,
Do we test it? Do we go up to, let's just say, the base of the tower, try to open a hole in the wall, see if it works? If it does, then we know we can go up to the top and make a hole and get in that way. Or we can even just try to swim in through the open hole and see what happens, right? But I think it's on the stairs where a shadow will appear, so that's maybe one downside.
I'm thinking it'll work because We have been able to manipulate the stone inside the tower. We bored hole through the floor and through the stairwell wall. I'm thinking
So-
it
Well,
might work. I
Up
like
on
the
the
plan.
level with the hourglasses, there are those two bump outs on the left and the right that go outside the main ring. The one on the left, if I recall, was mostly collapsed. So if we could come in through a hole in the stone there,
Why not the one above? Right. I'm with you. I'm not saying no. Just why not? Why there? Why not the one above at the third floor where we?
I don't know that there's any other broken broken walls on the next level up.
We don't need one. I thought we were just going to go through the wall.
In theory, right? We could open a hole up to right where we think the Lich's monument is, or whatever shrine, and then
Yeah.
just battle him in the water. He can't use walls of fire then.
If the
Well, just
tower
because we
collapses.
open a hole in the wall doesn't mean we're opening a hole in the magical.
That keeps
The
water. I
magical,
think.
yeah.
I mean, but we could still enter it, right? We entered the front door when the water was
Right.
down, and
Right.
Yeah, we can go through the portal. That force.
I want to say
We've
when
done
we
that.
were on the stairs the first time we were in the tower, we reached our hand out and felt seawater. I could be wrong.
Yes. I think
So
the Harn went out of it. We can pass through that portal, right, Jamie? The force field that surrounds the tower, if it does. We have experience with that, don't we? I thought we
I-
did stick ourselves out.
We were
Yeah, yeah. I
there,
mean,
and there
you've
was
you've
moss
gone
or some kind. And when we were collecting it, I want to say Seharn also stuck his hand out to refresh himself or see if he could.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about on the hole in the side of the tower. Yeah, was
Right.
passable. Yeah,
Well, my friends,
that's
if
true.
the consensus seems to be that's what we want to do, then everybody
How
hit the first
long-
floor. We get to the door. We cast some
Bart-
water breathing.
I'm gonna bring in something that you're having a vision of, and just give you a chance to.
just to say, Bart's
isolate
not
him.
really talking to you guys. He might be just kind of staring off into space at the
Seems
moment.
kind of distant, and he's having a vision of something, and I'm gonna put it on here. What the
Oh, I don't like
thing
that.
looks
That's
like.
not good.
So, in other words, we've noticed Brother Bart's gone quiet. Just seems to be vacantly staring at nothing.
Yeah, he's just staring blankly off into the distance, and
Yeah.
He's not even paying
Seeing
attention to
this
my
thing.
drawing. Do you see how much effort I put into this mud drawing? And he's just staring. Bart!
No, this is yeah.
Mesmerized by
this is
your art.
actually.
I mean, to
Overwhelmed.
begin with, you probably don't know where I'm looking to begin with, but you get the
Yeah.
distinct feeling that I'm not looking at
He's
what you're doing to be.
yeah.
So,
In this
uh,
case, it's completely obvious that he couldn't even be looking at you if he were trying. And Bart, what you do see is this mass kind of moving along on the usually on the walls or floor of some dark caverns. The caverns look like they look very familiar, not exact. You're not like, oh, I know exactly that cavern, but like it seems like certainly like the Underdark to you that you're seeing this thing writhe around and almost just looks like it's hunting in your vision, looking for stalking whatever it can. If you wanted to, I guess if you have any ability or any way to try to identify this, maybe you could try that. If not, you could do wisdom. I'll probably have a negative to this because this would not be in
Yeah.
your normal sphere. But
he doesn't have a lot of whole useful efficiencies as far as like religion or history or
nature or anything like that.
magic or nature. No, yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay.
healing herbalism. Yeah, he
Okay.
could do a wisdom with a negative, I guess.
Yeah, let's do so. It's wisdom. It'll do wisdom -3. We'll see if you can piece something together of this vision.
So I'm wondering if, I guess Bart's always been suspicious. Like when we fought the Beholder, like there was always like an inkling that we needed to go deeper to get the actual true source of the evil. And
Yeah,
I don't know if
this definitely fits that feeling where you know that there was this rot, this layer and level of rot in the Underdark that was a passageway that the beholder watched. He kind of kept, he was the sheriff over passage, and even the smallest creature didn't try to trickle through there without a lot of caution. And so now it looks to you, yes, a lot like this passageway or a connected passageway that's sort of infested, for lack of a better term. It used to be pretty bare and passable, but now it just seems to be like it's something oozing around in the caverns.
does it feel like we intervened in one thing and just caused or opened up an avenue for this to creep further in because we took out
I think
a different evil, or is it?
the other, yeah, that's a good question. The other connection here is that this creature is just really more like a mass, and it gives you immediate feeling of Moander, who is the god of decay and rot and death, and he is definitely the one that was depicted in the mural making the alliance with Loth. I don't know if we went that much into that or if you guys learned as much about that, but obviously it kind of seems like Moander is the I guess he's the one that is the primary, is probably the best way to put it.
I'm wondering if Bart's having a vision of this, like how he might express it is just like acting out some of what he's feeling, and maybe it doesn't make any sense what he's saying, but
yeah, and
like he might just be staring off and be talking about how he's creeping through the darkness and he's gaining power over the dead or something. Like it's, especially if it's a type of vision, like I guess what he's saying and expressing around him might not make a whole lot of sense, but it's
He wouldn't dare step into my shadows.
Well,
Well-
Seharn's going to go over and shake my brother.
but if he's
Shake him
shaken
back
out
to
of
his
it, he's
senses.
but yeah, the vision was brought to a place that was frightening and terrifying, and Lois and we may have caused part of it, but there are many things in play.
You're like, wait, it may not
which
be
path
all
we
our
go
fault.
is-
It may not be all our
Yeah.
fault. That's that's the thing to hang your hat
Yeah.
on.
Somehow you feel that our life has been tied in with whatever you're seeing.
Yes, this evil mass it weighs upon me.
Do the gnomes have any insight into what he's talking about? Anything they've come across in whatever evils infected their land?
Evil undead and
Yeah, but
I
have they
like
ever
that.
seen anything like
Yeah,
that?
I like that question. I think try a charisma check on that one, Saharn, and they might share some stuff, overshare some things with you on that.
Oh, I don't think Kurza is my total dump stat. It's only 13 though, but
Yeah,
get a shot at this.
could
Get a
be
good shot.
worse. That's pretty good.
It's almost a 20. Do you see
Okay, well,
you
so what I think their immediate reaction or the way they would describe what Bart's talking about is they would be talking about the same passageway where they would be talking about sort of the levels of the Underdark beneath where the Beholder was, as being where you would find things like that. Like creatures are rumored to be there, but that's even too deep. Like we don't go there, So the creature sounds like something that lurks in the deep, but it's not what overtook their village. It doesn't sound like. not what they described exactly as what came to their village. What else did you want to? You were asking them about something else I was going to tell you about too.
It almost sounded like what he was talking about was a living tunnel almost. Am I off track on that, Bart? Adam?
Yeah, it's like a
yes.
sludge tunnel of sludge, moving, living sludge.
I guess to be clear, does this feel like something like I've always had an idea that when we defeated the Beholder, like we left something unfinished beneath it. Does this tie into that, or is it?
I'm gonna give you a big hint that I think might
Okay.
like dawn on all of you. I think that something might come to mind here is that the Mind Flayer might be a very important
Yeah.
piece here. I think is like where because you remember he was the one that sort of set up the encounter with he used you to help defeat the Beholder. For what reason?
Yes.
For what end?
There's a number of unfinished
right.
things that we
So,
maybe agreed to do back in the day.
He was working for the Mind Flayer is from a deeper part than the Beholder probably, and the Mind Flayer was probably sent to clear the way.
Is this? I mean,
he used us to clear the way.
I think that's an actually pretty good accurate. Yeah, it's a pretty good accurate hypothesis. So.
And stop the.
He seems to be like an agent of the deep. I agree with what Kurza's suggesting there is.
Okay.
Some kind of agent.
Is there anything on set as far as like a proximity to the Underdark that makes it easier for Bart to feel at this point, or is it just?
Oh yeah, I mean you're definitely you're back. Yeah. You've been here now, sleeping and meditating for a week, kind of tuning into it, and that's what you think's allowed you to have the vision. I think going back to Kurza's suggestion there and this is probably what clicks, is that Mind Flayer had some other motive for killing the Beholder, not just because the Beholder's a bad creature or whatever, right? He had another motive there, and he seemed to, again, I think this is accurate, come from a deeper place, even himself, and was sent to clear the way.
People alluded to us also, I think, that the things were shifting in the Underdark as far as like political, like who was in charge and.
Yes.
And we had a part to play in that.
This is where it all feels a little bit like that alliance probably is a big tipping point, because those are two of the deepest places in the Underdark that now have an alliance, and there's nowhere else deeper to go. So where are they going to go? It's maybe what you're feeling, like they're coming up now with their force.
Is it a conflicting feeling then? Because obviously defeating or getting rid of a Beholder is it should be a good, thing to do. But how, this sounds like the ultimate sense that I'm feeling, or the visions I'm having. I feel like maybe this is, it may not be the best outcome unless we, address it further.
I definitely think there'd be some regret about trusting the Mind Flayer in any way, shape, or form, particularly just after what he did, and to even trust him at all or follow his lead would probably be a big regret. Obviously, too, because what happened to two of your party members died in that encounter. It was reckless. That he pushed you into that situation too. So it was. Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
No spell left. Everybody, all of us were in a bad health situation, and he pops in, and it's like, well,
he had a carrot.
Okay,
he had a carrot.
We could probably do a total party kill here, unless we help him.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
rock in a hard place.
Yeah.
I guess,
Right.
besides Bart having this vision and kind of staring off and mumbling a little bit, he might be like quietly whispering or talking to Kurza and Seharn and those who were there about his feelings about what happened back then too, because this all seems to be tied together somehow.
And it might make you wonder, like, what role the Liches would have in that, right? What would their relationship be with Moander? And where did you see where had you seen that relationship? You know what I mean? That was with Melkor, and at Melkor's Towers where you saw the alliance. But that kind of proves that there's a connection there. I mean, if you kind of follow the thought that there's a way to get from Varodis's tower to Melkor's tower, that assumption alone brings everything makes everything possible then that we're talking about, because you have access to Moander, you have access to the Underdark, the deep Underdark, and then you have that alliance that's been sort of memorialized inside of his tower. So he seems to be like a central figure in that alliance. If you're kind of thinking of it in terms of like, yeah, like I gotta say, I would think it might be bothering you that your original boss is still alive. You know what I mean? That probably would be.
Yeah.
I think to plant that seed, that's probably got to be bothering you. These other bigger, deeper, darker issues would be more intriguing, but you might be thinking like, well, how is he connected to this, and why is he still involved? We killed him once, we could kill him again, and we could kill him forever. That's one door, right? And then I think just going deeper and exploring what's happening in the Underdark would be another obvious one.
I think it's not a bad suggestion just to do it in that order. Maybe we should just go upstairs and take on a Lich.
What's the worst that can happen?
Nothing.
TPK.
It's a game. Game deaths don't
That's
hurt.
what
Right.
I'm here to do. I'm here to do. Let's
We
kill
can
a
always
Lich.
work on our secondary character. We got backups.
Everybody's got a backup at this point.
This is true.
So, and we've got hirelings that you could immediately take over. So three of the five of you have coverage there, but
Yeah, that's just that's creepy. There's something moving beneath us, but yeah, that's right. It is frustrating that we face a Lich, we defeated it once,
and his return seems to have triggered this. Again, so it's like,
Yeah.
that's what I guess I'm trying to help you guys conclude, that he's the one that triggered this. So, again, like removing him from the situation is probably going to have to happen, one way or the other. And, do you go down and try and hope he's there, or are you trying to cut the head off the snake and skip by him and find something bigger and deeper?
Yeah, I guess
It's
if
possible.
Bart's having like visions of something below us, does that pull at him to go deeper? Or
I think
is that
so
something different?
So I
Bart,
guess I'll say
I
that for
missed
Bart,
one
a lot of
beautiful-
your visions tie back to Jorhundist.
Okay, which
And-
is the other? Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like he's the eldest Lich. He's the eldest brother of the three Liches. So he's really like the one that most of your visions have some direct connection to him. In other words, I think your visions might want to pull you towards Jorhundist in a lot of cases.
He's the biggest bad.
Yeah.
We may not be ready to face this evil yet. In other words.
Seharn.
Well, the possibility is the Lich might not be there, but our favorite priest with a crown might be. In which case, we could probably take him out.
The crown is what we want. That is the phylactery.
True.
That is our
So we
goal
have
for
to
this
take
hour, is
the-
getting that phylactery so we can end his curse.
Can we destroy? Does the phylactery
it's not
have
just
to be
killing him.
destroyed after the Lich is dead, or can it be destroyed before the Lich is dead?
Both.
Both are true.
I think
Okay.
if you destroy the phylactery, you destroy the Lich.
He won't have anything to encapsulate
Regenerate.
his soul in, so he's gone. He's gonna dissipate without a phylactery present. So yeah, you're on to something there. You could do it ahead of time if you knew where it was, or
If there is
Well,
any way to neutralize Arven, turn him to stone or something, that would be cool. Because then we could, take him back, and the priest could maybe help him. Since it's really not Arven's fault that the Lich has taken him over.
you bring up a good point. Yeah, it's Arven. Arven is kind of the vessel in which Varodis lives through his mind because he wears the
Is there
crown.
some way
So
to force
separating
it out?
him from the crown would be another.
I think it's
Interesting.
going to be this. If I had to assume, it'd be the same with the Mithra, right? Varodis has corrupted him at this point.
So
Do
how
you
do we
want to
destroy the
save him,
crown?
and then Varodis's corruption has still corrupted him, so he's going to go back, where he's going to start living a normal life, and then start murdering or doing other bad things. We're kind of in the same scenario if he's messing up Rogaine
He's
for an
now
Arname.
See,
permanent
Nod's
psychopath.
a keg half empty kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's starting to see that actions have consequences, and he's trying to conclude instead of create more, right? So he wants to, like, again, point towards his mud drawing. Like, I think we go to the bottom, we test if we can open up a wall, go through if we can, then we go up to the top, open a hole, and it's a matter of, do we do it on the Lich? Do we want to, like, open water Lich fight, or do we want to go into the tower and be on flatfoot?
And search for the phylactery.
I don't know how we're going to open a water Lich fight. It's not going to come out into the ocean after us.
Yeah, I'm not into that one.
We
I mean-
have
So
to
yeah,
go
we open it on, like, the other side of the tower, not the
But
Lich's side.
but yeah,
right?
I think
And then
though
flatfoot.
what to his bigger point though, going up to the top and making a shortcut in, sounds like a solid new idea.
Yeah, I think that's a solid
I
plan.
agree.
probably
So the,
technically game-wise use less resources. I think going to the tower, we're going to
Yeah.
come across things.
Hmm
All right, so Harn thinks maybe Brother Bart's vision is telling us where our destiny lies, but that means we still actually eventually have to take this, so I think we should just go now. Take on this tower, and then we'll follow the vision forward from there. I think that's what the gods are telling us.
Sounds like there's a tipping point in. Anyone else have any input to add? All right.
I'm with
So
Seharn.
it sounds like you're back to back towards the tower. Would be the next move. You have a boat in your. You have a little boat, the little folding boat. Won't do you much good
Yeah.
underwater, but you do have
Yeah,
that
but
if you wanted to use
folding
it.
boat
So-
a folding boat underwater doesn't really do much.
No,
Well,
but
didn't we
no.
get-
But if
Why
we
couldn't-
go up, we
To
could.
where we are now, didn't we go through the tower center?
Yep.
Gone through the water
Oh,
shaft?
down into the water shaft.
Yeah.
So
The
we're
stairs.
close to that. We're basically next to that, right? In game?
I mean, you have
We-
you have
gotta
to guys have to
traverse sea
swim
to a
across
hole.
the hole again. Yeah, and then you'll be back at the tower base level.
And then we just go to the
Well, we
front
can swim
door.
upwards.
Right. We could just swim straight to the tower instead of to the base of the tower, or we could go. We can go try the base. Right. We can try to open a hole in the base, see if we can get in, which we think we can. This is a
I
test
would
first.
prefer. Well, he set all kinds of traps going up. I
So
think
right, we go
just
to the top to avoid all of them.
we just go in where we need to go in.
We can do
From
that.
the
I was thinking like
outside.
a test, but we can test where we want to go into. That works.
Yeah,
I was thinking it's more obvious if we go up there and we start casting a spell and open a hole and can't go in now. That's the same scenario. Who knows what's on the other side? So we attempt to do it on the opposite side of the Lich, or we can do it on the open face. Nod knows the open face. That side would be safe. Shouldn't be the shrine.
All right. So if we're planning the entry point, then it sounds like the approach is agreed on, and we're heading up. I will bring up the picture of the seafloor again. You guys are gonna just be making checks to swim across this, and hopefully it won't take
And,
as many.
Yeah, because what we need is a layout of the tower again, so that we can pick our entry point.
Well, here is just a quick view of what the kind of hole in the ground looks like that you had to swim across, and that you're in right now. You're basically down in there, and you're gonna swim out of that and then back up to where the tower is. So the tower, I think we have
I feel like the
this
whole
one.
changed again.
Yeah, that one wasn't the right one. Is this one? This is
This
the
one, yeah. Okay. I'm not crazy.
Well,
So
that's still debatable. You were correct about the hole.
he was correct about that for sure. So yeah, this is the swim that you're going to make is going to be a little bit different because you're going to go up on the tower, but same general concept. You're just swimming against the current here from the hole up to the tower.
We're just going to kind of swim up to this level where we think it create an entrance.
Yeah, this whole side, right, the one with the hole in it, if we go up to the 3rd level from there, it should be safe.
Perfect. Okay.
And
Should
yeah,
be.
because
his room was the right side, the far right, maybe closer to where we're at, but it was like the right side. His crown was actually on the opposite side, like if you're looking at a clock, it would be like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
If this is 6, right? If this is towards the bottom,
Just a whacked
you would
out
say
idea.
his crown used to be on 10. It was on a pedestal like at 10 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a whacked out idea. If we want the crown, do you think he may have put it back where he wanted it, and we just go in at 10 o'clock through the wall and be right there on top of it?
That's a good question.
We could try.
Why not?
There's more magical stuff there. There was a way to view some other places on one of those.
Yeah, a little scry pool.
Yeah, a scrying pool.
And that's
There
what
were
I mean.
a couple of things that we never discovered really what they were.
There was a trap room that we used a net and a mop or something like that to get rid of runes on the floor.
Oh yeah, you had
That
put
was
some
with
dirt
Shaujr
to
or
cover
Molly.
it. So
I'm sorry, that was a Mithra.
do we have enough
Yeah,
water
that was
breathing
That's how she
to
found Shaujr.
cover everyone for breathing
For sure.
underwater? Okay.
So water breathing
Yep.
is 1
That's an
hour
easy one.
plus 1 hour per level. So per spell, each of us could do 7 hours. And there's 9 people that need water breathing, discounting me. So we could do it in one spell.
Discount me.
counting-
I don't need water either.
Are we counting the svirfneblin?
If they're coming with us,
Yeah, so you got 4. You've got the 4 of them. You got your 3 hirelings, or I'm sorry, 3 hirelings, and then the 2 svirfneblin. So you got 5 of them, and then the 5 of you.
well, Kurza
Mine is
So-
so hard.
So
Kurza
eight.
has water breathing.
That leaves you with 8.
Right.
Okay.
right.
Okay.
So I could, one of us, I'll blow a spell. I could cast it on the group, and it would last
An
say,
hour.
50 minutes. Yeah, a little under
Yeah,
an hour
okay.
per person,
I'm
which
with
is
you.
plenty enough time to
Should be
cross
given
Yeah.
previous swims. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead then and just tee off our swimming here. It starts with strength checks. So let's do everybody just do 2 strength rolls right out of the gate, and we'll see.
What are we doing to go through the wall again?
Shape Earth?
So we got pass.
What's that?
Oh,
Shape Earth
Shaujr's
or Shape
flying.
Stone?
Okay.
It's a
Oh, okay.
clerical spell.
Shaujr.
Right.
Bart's
2
good.
for Seharn and NPC.
Yep. Yeah, you can
What are
roll.
we
for-
doing? A strength check or something? Did you say?
Yeah, do strength here, unless you have swimming as a proficiency.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Bart
right.
Bart had a pass fail.
I have seamanship.
Nah, it
forgot
won't
to
help
ask
you
you
here.
that.
Wouldn't help you.
Not
It'll help you with
swimming
that boat though, if
specifically.
you get that boat going.
Does
Yeah.
Seharn have to roll too?
Well,
Never
no,
mind,
no,
I forgot.
he
yeah, I
doesn't
really
have to
don't
roll.
have to. Just
No, he
have
just
little
did
silly
because I
right
said roll strength check, and I didn't exclude him, and he just followed direction very well.
now. Yeah,
Um,
that's it.
Okay,
blindly.
so it looks like you've got Kurza lagging behind a little bit on speed here, and Bart. So
Yeah, so
the
maybe not
casters.
more a little more aware and like kind of pulling out the rope to like leaving a trail of it behind. You know,
Oh
like
yeah,
holding
Nod,
on to
you're.
like 25 feet and then leaving the rest for them to grab onto to help pull them along.
Yeah, so it's kind of
I
like
say
this
we,
would be the order. Go ahead.
yeah, we should just group back up and just stay in close proximity, even if that slows us just a tad.
All right,
Yeah.
Move
so
as one mass.
one more strength check and then a con check. So do strength con, everybody, please. And we'll see.
Is
Strength
the rope going to give any
con.
Strength
bonuses
con,
to?
strength con.
Ooh.
Yeah. You want some more?
Okay.
Should.
Yeah.
What was your question, Brandon?
Is the rope going to give any benefit? Right, Nod wants to like leave a trail of rope to help
Oh yeah,
Kurza and
yeah, for sure. If anyone fails their check, you can. I guess what we could do is you could re-roll, because you'd have a chance to grab the rope. So anyone
How
who
about a
fails here, go
dexterity
ahead.
check to
hmm
grab the rope?
I'm fine with that.
No.
If that works better for you, you can definitely do a
It
dex check to
does.
grab the rope. Yes, absolutely.
Strength 7 doesn't go very
I'm
far,
for that.
so
This is a good plan to nod.
I
Bart's
failed
only
well
Oh
failed
on
no,
everything.
no, that didn't
everything.
work.
I
Is
failed on
considering.
everything.
Yeah,
How about
Bart's failed everything. He's considering just casting Watery Fist to just grab him and
sh-
throw him
I
forward or
would.
something at
I
this
think.
point.
Yeah, like Shaujr and Seharn are like way out in front and not having any issues, while the rest of you are sort of playing with the rope and struggling a little
But
bit.
we said
But
we were
I,
gonna stay together. We said we
I
were gonna
want,
stay together.
yeah, I
yeah, I
mean, I
want
just mean that you guys are like having no problem and leading the way. You do get closer to though the tower, and you aren't having it that much trouble going up as you were going down. So you guys are covering a lot more area than you were before, and distance, and you make it pretty much to the point where you can see the tower pretty clearly from here, and nothing, no threats or anything seem imminent. And what is your destination here? Where are you going?
I think we want to go up to
What?
the
This side?
yeah
Top
that
floor?
side. That if this the open hole would be 6 o'clock on a clock, we're going to like 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock on the top floor?
Not
gonna
9 10 o'clock. Yeah, around that
yeah,
direction.
attempt to invade the
All right,
phylactery
let
room,
me
hoping that it's there.
see where 10 o'clock is on this thing.
Yeah, if the open hole is 6 o'clock, we
Okay,
want to go
I've
towards.
got a spot here that I see what you're saying. I believe I understand your line of thinking. So,
Are there windows to look into?
oh wow, there's some old tokens on this map. That's
Oh,
funny.
really?
Yeah, wow. There's
Oh boy.
Renwick's tokens on this map.
Oof.
Gregor's
Wow.
tokens on this
Gregor.
map. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Gregor.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
All right. There's a couple check marks and things on here. I'm gonna leave all that, but I'm gonna remove those tokens, and then I'll bring the new tokens over. All right. So you arrive at that wall, and who's casting what, and what's the describe to me, I guess, what it is you guys are doing here. I know where you're doing it, but describe to me what you're actually doing.
Are there windows to peek into? Any openings? It looks like there may be from what I'm looking at.
There are like covered windows though on this top floor. Like nothing seems to be. Even when you were up there, you don't remember any windows you could see out of from the inside. They were all covered on the
Covered.
inside too.
Yeah. Covers we could maybe open from the outside?
Well, I mean,
don't
no,
know.
it seems like it's on the inside that it's covered.
I wonder, can Nara try to open it like opening a stuck door or a lock? Does it appear that we have a way of opening it to look in?
Nod will
Mm,
motion for Bart or Saharn to stone shape or shape stone.
Yeah,
I think she could try to like a thief, like what is it?
Open
Detect
locks.
noise or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe you might be able to slip a dagger between the thing and unlock the hatch or something, but I'm not sure how the design is either. But yeah. If you want a detect noise, Nod will listen.
yeah.
Actually, he
I,
might look at us.
I, c-
Kurza. He might be better at this.
Go ahead.
At what?
Detect
Listening,
noise.
detect noise.
Oh, right. Not a problem.
Yeah, I don't hear anything. You give it a shot.
No, he doesn't.
Not a chance.
He's not doing well either on the hearing thing. But
Too
yeah,
much water in my ears.
it sounded like you
Can
were
I
gonna do.
ask
Go
one of
ahead.
the svirfneblins? Because I know they are thieves. They might be able to.
Yeah. All right.
I
Let's see.
think we're
So
gaming the system here.
Zafrik could try. Oh, no, he didn't. He rolled an 85, so he.
Yeah, I mean,
did
yeah,
not
we're in the
roll good.
ocean. That's a sign.
All right. So, are you wanting to do stone shape or something, or was there another entry that you're trying?
No, I thought we would try to open the window. If there's a covering on it, is there a way of opening?
Oh, no, no. I mean,
No,
you
not
know,
at all.
because it seems like it's closed on the inside. Like there's something barring and covering the window on the inside, not the outside. Whatever
Yeah, no,
you would be doing, it doesn't look like it's gonna immediately open it.
yeah, no. We're not going to recommend Bart. Like the same way you opened a hole in the ground, open a hole in the wall. Get us in that way.
Isn't that just going to flood the tower?
But the other open hole, right? It's not flooding the tower.
That's a good question. By field, Jamie, can we determine whether that there is force field around the whole tower? If we put our hands, do we suddenly go touch dry stone?
Give me a wisdom check, and I'll tell you what you think about the shield on the tower.
I love wisdom checks. It's my best stat.
I know. I like to set you up to succeed. Look at that, another success. So I would say that yeah, you do sense that this shield encapsulates the tower, seems to keep the water from flowing in, and protect the tower. Seems to be protecting the structure of the tower, keeping it together. So it's passable though. That's the thing, is that you could reach through it in the hole that's exposed to the tower from the other side. You could reach through, and so that I think that to Nod's point, that's what he's trying to replicate. He's trying to have someone move stone and create a hole and then try to pass through, because the stone will be open and the shield should be passable. I think that's what his theory is. Not to put words in his
That's
mouth.
my theory too.
Okay.
Well,
Just make sure it's big
remember-
enough for him to get his horns through, you know?
That's true. You have to make it a certain size. A profile of
Either that
an
or do it
overhead minotaur.
cartoony. So either that or just back his head up to it, and we can draw the drawing on the stone to make sure we get just that right shape, so he could put his head through like a cartoon.
So I will say that you do kind of notice also that there are some large fish in the rocks over to the east that seem to be meandering in your direction along the seafloor a little bit, just like a handful of them. But you remember similarly before seeing some of these, and they seem to have you seem to have caught their attention again.
The Harn's gonna prepare the horn and ask Bart to hurry up with casting. Make us a hole, brother. Make us a hole.
So yeah, Bart will go about trying to make an opening with stone shape.
All right, so you're casting it on the 10 o'clock spot that we were talking about on the 4th floor.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Just double check.
Kind of trying to create an opening in the side of the tower then.
Yeah, like next to the window or something, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Varodis. Girl Scout cookies?
All right, so I'm gonna give you give me a percentile roll here. This is just for accuracy of placement. I'm gonna use this for the accuracy. Oh, very accurate. Okay, dead on.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be dead on to what Nod was asking, which was like at the 10 o'clock of the tower on that level. So you do see that you're able to move the stone, and it does reveal. It seems to be like, that you can see inside this little room from the outside now. Suddenly, as you've made sort of like maybe a 2x2 opening in the wall, and
Question.
yeah.
Why 2x2?
I don't know. I'm just saying that's about what he said he was going to do is make a little hole.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if you look at
Oh.
the room,
Going up.
you would
Yeah, I mean,
see that it looks like inside of this room there are some pedestals in the room and some familiar things. That it's a room you've been in before for sure. And it appears to be the room. Let me just drop you guys in here so you guys can all see it.
Yeah, I think when he said little hole, that was just descriptive.
Whatever
I
the
thought
right size is that's needed for you to get in, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Think.
2, 3, 4 foot diameter, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
with
you
you.
can make
I'm
it.
with you.
You could make a big 10-foot circle if you wanted to.
All right, so I'm
yeah, I
gonna
mean, it depends on
gonna
the
drop you
thickness of the
guys
tower, but yeah.
Yeah.
into this if I can size.
You've got a 30-foot. Are you going literal 3-foot cube? Plus 1 per level.
Here we go.
Can do 15 feet cubic.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
could make a big hole in this
So
wall.
you actually, what happens is Bart, when you open this, it's actually a hallway that you reveal. Let me move you into here so you guys can see. I put you all on this map, I think, in the upper left. You would see through to the spot where I currently have your tokens right now. You would be seeing through to this outer corridor.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because we were accessing all these rooms from the interior,
Yes.
where you come up from the floor below,
Truth.
or where we were coming up.
But
I don't know. Did we ever get around the outside edge?
no, I don't think you ever did come here. But so it would look familiar just from the sense of style of all the other floors are the same way. But you've never been on this particular one because you never came to the outside. You never had a reason to, I don't think. But you're
I'd
back.
still much rather be on this floor than trying to meander our way up from the other floors, because that'd just put us back in the same situation where we are depleted of most things and not in
Yeah,
a
I
position
think
to fight.
it was a very smart idea. I think on Nod's and Bart's and the party's behalf to
Yeah,
try to
absolutely,
shortcut it.
guys.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
It was a very good idea.
So here you are. You're back on the first floor. It's been a minute since you've been on this level. You found your way back.
Yep. And we would know that probably have to go around clockwise.
Right here.
Yep.
Oh.
So there are no doors here, right? We're going to literally have to
Come
go
down this
around.
hallway. Or a
Yeah,
different
right.
hallway.
There's no doors on the outside. I mean, you could cast again, or you go around and go to the regular door. That's a fair thing to think about, I guess.
Yeah. Now, Lara says we should listen quiet, and she tries to listen for noise.
Okay, great idea. Also, you could do your smell nod if you'd like to see if there's anything distinct. Let's see. So far it's not been good. I can tell you no one's detecting any noise here out of the ordinary.
If she doesn't, yeah, I'm going to tell her to proceed cautiously down the hallway, keep her about 20 feet ahead of us. We all try to follow behind and maybe ask Brother Nod if he wants to accompany her or send our newfound gnomish friends.
Yeah, are there any other rogues that want to be in front, or are you sticking the hireling in front? I'll need you to move, I guess, her token out here because I have not been copying their tokens.
I don't have one.
Yeah, it's under your folder. Let's see. There we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
You're good. And then can you move it? Are you able to move her? Now that I put her on there in front of you?
No.
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 Huh. Okay. She's in front, I guess, and leading you down the hallway here. Nobody hears anything. Doesn't look like anyone else is doing any other actions. So Kurza's kind of hiding in the shadows and trying to go down the hall. Is anyone trying to move silently? I got him.
Oh, who's this guy? Oh,
Is
That's
this hallway lit by
fine.
these lights still? It's just lit up?
Yeah,
Are
it's
these-
magical light. There's magic,
Okay.
no torchlight or anything.
I don't know if we have a chance of moving silently, but just
Probably
try
not.
not to
Yeah.
talk in whispers, walk
If you,
softly, and
yeah. So if you
hopefully
give,
she'll
Hope
catch
for the
it.
best.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we don't get caught out. Let's see what we have.
so she can make it to the top of the corridor here, looking southward to the main hallway. And from this point, if you guys wanted to re-roll any of your skill checks or any other actions you want to take to prepare.
So I would like to say her action would be to just cautiously peek around that corner, looking and listening.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
I always
Yeah.
played a rogue. I played a rogue for years.
She doesn't
Loved it.
right now. She doesn't right now hear anything that causes her concern. So she seems to think that the way is clear. You want her to proceed?
As far as we can tell, there's nothing down this hallway.
Well, there's definitely things down this hallway. It's just that you can't really see it from here. If you're talking about in the center, you can't really see all the doors down here. It's a big open pit in here, so there's not
Right.
much to
Don't
see.
worry. The Lich is in one of the center pit chairs there, reading a book quietly and maybe snoozing until we show up,
Huh.
and then he'll pop up and assault us.
Oh, he had a power surge.
No.
Okay.
Sure.
Maybe
if
he'll
we-
spill his drink at the same time. I don't know. Do dead Liches drink?
Can you hear me? Testing, testing.
Yes.
Yep.
Did we lose you for a while?
Yeah, no, I had a power surge.
Oh my!
Oh,
Yeah, no, I heard a transformer or something going outside. My lights went out, so
Crazy.
it's back on. So I'm
That was
assuming it's okay
fairly
or
quick.
something.
Yeah, fairly
Yeah.
quick you got
Oh.
back.
And that's why I'm assuming it's a surge. If it was a transformer, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have power again.
Yeah.
well, I have a big Nalara's character sheet over the images, so I never even noticed you disappeared, bro.
All right, they've led the way down the hallway here, Nod, towards the top of the 4th floor now. So I think we're just deciding on what we're doing next. For some reason, the token, Wayne can't move Nalara's token, so I'm trying to move the token where he's directing. But if anyone else is trying to go up there, it would help me follow you.
Yeah, if we're going to the center, I'm just going to keep.
Well, yeah, before we press on Nod, we'll probably slow people down and smart enough to think about it now. He's going to pull out the Gem of Seeing and take a look down the hallway before we start trancing down it.
Ah, good idea.
Very
And
good.
like, we're in a Lich's Tower, you know, we haven't been here in a week. We should do all kinds of extra stuff.
In that
Like,
case, you can consider Seharn behind Nod.
yeah, not smart enough to stop you this time. Hold on, friends or acquaintances.
Yeah, Nalara can stand up front.
So Nod, your gem reveals something interesting when you look down the hallway.
Oh.
And you see, actually, it looks like something on the wall, very faint. I'll ping it here. But it looks like some kind of symbol might be on the wall down there on the left.
And I'll kind of like point to everybody and maybe give everybody a turn looking through to see what I'm talking about. And you know, it's like, hey, there's something down there. We should be careful.
If
You know,
anyone,
what's the harm in making another hole in a wall, right? You know what I'm saying? We already made one. What's the second one? And then we can get past that sigil. You know what I'm? You know?
Yeah, that's probably exactly what it is. Another trapped sigil.
So we want to get to this room here.
Well, if we get into this room here, we could just walk out the door, presumably, right?
I agree.
The hallway's trapped. Probably not the door. Probably.
True.
yeah,
And if it is trapped, it's trapped for whoever's coming in the door, not whoever's going out the door.
so
Yeah.
that's a call to
Spell
the
slots is-
priests.
yeah,
That's a call to the priests, I believe, is what.
The spell slots is the question. Is it worth,
Yeah. Do you have the spell slots to cast another one?
Yes.
or
And
would
I
you rather
remember-
save them for the Lich? Because we probably want a silence for the Lich.
I have actually used a 3rd level spell slot for the water breathing today, and Adam's used
The hole
one
was another
for
one.
The whole, yeah. So we've probably each got 2 left. on the technical side of things.
Well,
But
how else would we get rid of this trap is dispelled magic, and even that it's not a guaranteed way.
or you could just
Mm.
walk through it. We'll heal you afterwards.
The worst case, best case scenario, it's just a normal thing and it misses. If it hits us, not as silly or weak again.
No, you are
Yeah, or I
recovered
could
now,
alert the
right?
Lich.
No, I am not 100% recovered. I am recovered enough that I am not a deterrence.
You got back what we needed. We still need restoration spells to get back what we lost.
Technically, right, it's the level is less important at the moment. That it is what it is. It's the
It is what
intelligence.
it
I'm
is.
losing intelligence at the moment.
I'm not happy being down 7 hit points permanently, but here we are.
Right.
So
Hmm.
we're doing a whole. I remember the last play as we were holding up. Seharn was going to practice the prayer of stone shape with Brother Bartholomew, and I think I would like the opportunity to see if I could create an opening in the wall right where I'm standing, big
Okay.
enough for us to walk through.
Got it. Yep, you can cast that and make an opening here.
Excellent.
And I'll move you guys in there.
And is there a crown in here?
There is not a crown in
Oh,
here, but this is definitely the room where you found the crown. You remember finding it, at least on the pedestal in here, along with some other items. I'd say the most prominent thing in this room at this point that's still here is the fountain or the glass pool in the corner
That?
there. Yep. That is
Um,
a very interesting looking and intriguing feeling when you get near it. Some of you have probably remember a Mithra staring into this same pool, many
Yeah.
moons ago.
Yeah, she told me about it. Would one of you look in the pool for me and make sure she's in the happy hunting grounds?
sure.
You also, hey, you've got hirelings too. You can always send the hirelings over.
It's mostly that I know that my character wouldn't look in there, but that's what he would want. So, yeah.
Mm.
I will. I feel like this is idiotic, but I'll do it. Why not? You doing it?
Are you
I
both?
was gonna, yeah.
You're both going over there to look in there. Okay, so let's see real quick here.
Because you must admit it was weird how I came back, and also
I
there
don't
was the
know.
thing where she had worn the crown.
Sahar's just gonna say a prayer of blessing for his soul and see if I can connect and see where he is. I don't even have a spell for that. There is no such thing. Let's see what happens.
Let's see. So, 1 second.
This thing's gonna eat us.
Did anyone else look into this last time? Does anyone else remember? Was it just the Mithra that looked into the pool, or did anyone else look in there?
I don't remember if I did or not. I think I was nearby it, but
I
I
know.
don't remember if I did or not.
Yeah, I don't recall
wonder-
much of anything about this.
Yeah, I just can't remember if it was maybe Griff looked in it too or something. But okay.
Somebody looked into it.
Yeah, I'm forgetting who else looked in there, but I guess what I wanted to remind you guys of is that it seems to track the person who looks in there. It's going to give them some type of connection to themselves. It's going to give them some insight about themselves, is what, so in other words, like you can't necessarily just have a person in mind and stare in the pool and it's going to tell you about that person or something. It doesn't seem how it works. It seems like you stare in the pool and it tells you something about yourself or your lineage.
Well,
So-
since I wasn't wondering about myself, did anything?
So go ahead and
Or-
roll. Anyone who's staring in can just roll the percentile, please.
Percentile,
Yes.
as you say, Mr. DM. There's your percentile.
Thank you.
Oh dear. Either very good or very bad at 8%. I get sucked in and drown.
Okay, so I think Seharn was first, so I'll give
Yeah, he
him
was.
his first was 37. Okay, so you're gonna have a partial vision, and let's see. In your case, the partial vision could be of, let's see.
Die by a beholder again.
Well, actually, let me have you just roll a d10, and I'll use that to determine the subject of your partial vision because it doesn't.
I like it. Okay.
Ooh, okay. Okay, in this case, a party member may be the subject of your vision. So I will take a fallen party member as the subject of your vision. And so if you would like to
Excellent.
think of a Mithra at this point, you could do that.
Yep.
Okay. You get a very overwhelming feeling that a Mithra is not in the happy hunting grounds. That
that's what I was afraid you were gonna say.
she's seems to be dealing with her soul seems to be bound to Varodis' soul, and she seems to be trapped in limbo right now, unable to pass on to the hunting grounds due to his life force not being destroyed.
Do I
So
get
she
any
seems to
sense
have
of
this,
her
like,
emotional state? Fear,
I think
loneliness.
it's just probably loneliness, just complete abandonment
Despair.
and being
Abandoned.
isolated, those types of feelings.
Okay.
Well,
But
that's
not
nice.
in imminent danger necessarily, just trapped, and helpless.
So my guess is I'm going to report to Shaujr that I think your sister's soul cannot move until we destroy.
That's what I was afraid of.
This should make you very angry.
Good to have it confirmed. Thank you.
And so for Kurza, can you roll your? Oh, you already rolled a 6. Oh, no, yeah, you
8.
did 8. Let's see. So, roll a save versus spell, please.
Oh dear. Like I thought, it's a bad thing. So where are the saves on this? I always forget where the hell they are. Here
It's on the. I know it's
Save
on the
versus spell. Here we go.
crit fail.
Oh joy.
Oh no.
Do you want to use your fortune here?
Yeah, I would like to use my fortune
All right.
and re-roll that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, we still got 4 left.
Crit fail's rough there. That's at least it's just a fail. So it failed by 4. Okay, so you are feeling stunned and confused, and you will feel that way for 4 rounds.
Hey, look, man, stars.
Hey, I found what happened in session 37. Probably thanks to Griff's great notes. Kurza looked in there, and he tried to look for Dornahast, Melkor. But then he mentions Cadison's name, and he sees Cadison. Kurza describes looking to the pool as the same kind of feeling he gets when he casts magic. And then Renwick looked in it. Where's that at? He sees the tower Bart had described from the map. It appears to be Dornahast Tower, which would confirm the other stuff that we've came to. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. That's cool. I'm glad you found that. Thanks for finding it.
Yeah.
Thank goodness he has
Yeah, very detailed
awesome notes.
Yeah.
We've been
Meticulous.
a mess since
I know his
Christmas.
meticulous note taking. Was he? But he really like took us for so long with that we have such good documentation. It's good.
Yes.
So so you're just feeling a little confused and stunned from your interaction with the pole this time.
I'll just wander around for a little bit.
Yeah, the rest of this room.
Staring
So
into space.
it was the way this read before was that you can kind of hear like these murmurs and echoes and almost like a ghostly laughter from the pool. That's the uniqueness of it that kind of draws you toward it, and it's got this sort of eerie aura around it. But otherwise in the room, this room has been kind of gutted and cleaned. If you guys remember, you guys I think took most everything you had found. This is where you had found an amulet, the crown. You'd found gems, some gold previously, but now it does not carry any of those treasures. All it has is the pool.
Lich may not have his crown back. That still may be on the head of a wandering priest. I was assuming if the Lich took it back, he'd just put it back where it belonged.
Well, I think I think he's taken over Arven's body, so
Mm.
the Lich has the crown if it's with Arven.
Yeah.
He was just controlling it.
Wearing it, but I don't know. Yeah.
But Arven is definitely, you're looking for Arven.
Yeah.
You believe
not
him
here.
to be here or
Yeah.
present.
We were hoping we could find the crown here, but it's got to be somewhere, right?
I don't
He's hidden
know.
it better.
Let's I guess get Nalara to take a listen at this door, assuming it's closed or not. If you want to,
Yeah,
Nod was looking for traps while everybody else was looking in the mirror.
yeah.
Okay.
And he is free and clear, not finding any traps on the door. And doesn't detect any noise.
Well, let's do one more while we're here. Take a sip.
I love when we can't see the rolls because then the player
Mm.
can't metadata role play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
So,
the best part.
so Nod, you do get an odor that smells sort of like a mix of undead and human, wafting some kind of odor that's familiar in those ways.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't hear any noise otherwise.
Yeah, no, and I'll tell that. I'll let other people know. I smell something human. It's not foul and undead, so we might be onto him. And with that, he will open the door.
All right. So you open the door into this main corridor. You remember that this drops off down into the floor below, and that's where the sort of the council seats and chambers are. It's like an amphitheater center of this top part of the tower. It's vacant. You don't see anyone in it. The aura that grants levitation, though, is still active. You can see that center region still allows you to traverse the 2 levels. But otherwise, this whole hallway seems to be empty. All the doors are closed.
Clockwise or counterclockwise, my friends?
Or clockwise.
I mean,
Counterclockwise?
Yeah.
oh, okay. So counterclockwise.
This way.
All right.
Yeah. Do you want to lead the way and check the doors, Nod?
If I am leading the way, I will be looking through the gym first.
Yeah, you can look.
Is that right? Do we see that door open over there?
No, I think someone must have just clicked on that. Yeah. The only one that was open was the one you guys opened. But if you go to the next door, you can do your checks and then try to open it.
Yeah. He'll look first before beginning to walk down, make sure there's no sigils that he can't normally see
Ugh,
with the gym
I
first.
can't get out.
Oh, you're stuck in the map. All right,
I'm
so
stuck behind the door.
let's have you guys go ahead and roll your. Just have
My
you
head's
all
too big to get it out the door.
roll a wisdom check, please. As you guys exit the room, I'm gonna have you guys roll this.
All of us?
Yeah, please.
Oh,
Wisdom check.
barely made mine. NPCs too. Pull up. And attributes and wisdom of 10. Here we go. All right.
Okay, so you guys, there's sort of a humming in the tower normally, just from being underwater and whatnot, and sometimes it's like you're not sure, if it's creaking or what the sound is, but in this case, it starts to become a lot more defined that you sort of hear this chanting coming from across the hall, the doorway across the hall, directly across from you.
As in
This one?
right there?
Right there, yeah. Yep.
Oh dear.
Oh,
That's where all the what is it, dead elves or dying elves are.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting in their chairs, being
does it sound like a
slowly
ritual?
siphoned off.
It sounds like chanting, which could be part of a ritual for sure.
I look at Bart and I say, this sounds like something we should interfere with. Unfortunately,
Is it time to fight a lich?
I think it's time to go see what's in that door. Yes, that's what I'm saying to the group.
Okay.
I think it's urgent.
Who wants to check the door, or are you just rushing and blasting it
Which
open, or how do
we're assuming it's coming from like that direction.
Yeah,
here,
it's
sir.
actually it's that one right there, but it's for some reason the door is there we go. I'm putting the door on there now. I think we blew the door off of here before since you guys were taking care of business. So yeah, it's this door here.
Sure. I mean, while I have the gym out, we'll look over there, make sure there's nothing in the direct route, and then head for it.
Yeah, it looks clear to the door, and you're past the thing. But if you do look, I guess I should point this out. Nod, you see another section with a marking in this southern hallway. As you get closer to that other door, it looks like there's another rune sigil warding off.
As long as we stay away from the hallway, and I'll kind of make sure
Yeah.
everybody knows that. And
Point it out. Okay.
yeah.
All right, you make it to the door, and you can. What would you like to do at the door? You still hear the chanting on the other side of it.
I'm staying with them, keeping Laura with me.
Listen at the door.
Sounds like like a incantation,
Maybe.
some type of incantation going on.
Yeah, maybe Nod will recommend that, like, you have silence ready, or even cast it on a stone before we get in there, so we're not wasting it on a turn. Do you want the Lich to cast spells?
Damn it.
Can you do that? Can you cast it on an object and then what? Like,
Yeah, and then like a stone or a dart, and then we could throw it in there from there.
The Harn will produce a copper coin. Do it.
Well, if you do it on one of these darts, it might not affect him at all. Hold on, let's. Anything throw
Silence?
hurt?
All
Yeah,
you have to do is,
we can do it on your copper coin.
yeah, just toss it near his feet. Well, how's the diameter of that? 10 foot?
15-foot
15.
radius.
It's usually a 15-foot radius.
Yeah, I think it's 15 is the.
And these are
Second level
5-foot squares I'm looking at on the map.
Or we
Right.
give it to Shaujr and then let Shaujr run in there, and he shouldn't be moving too far away from Shaujr without taking free attacks. But I mean, he might do it to be able to cast spells. Metagaming.
You just made me think, yeah, the silent coin or whatever we throw it on should be on the person who's going to rush the Lich. He can
He can
dodge
kick
it.
it. He'll just kick
Yeah.
it away.
Or
But if
move,
it's in
right?
your pocket and you stay on him like a rabid dog, you can't cast anything.
That's what I intend to do.
All right, that's what we're doing. Right?
Yeah.
Yep, agreed.
Okay. Cast your spell on the coin and give it to the.
Are
There
we
we go.
the next real question? Are we attempting to kill? If it's the guy, I mean, we're gonna try to at least save him, right? But if it comes down to it, we're gonna kill him. If it becomes a matter of him casting spells or us subduing or killing him, at least Nod's going to make it a point to let you know that Nod's not going to hold back unless it's
He's playing for
easily-
keeps.
Easily done, yeah.
No, this is. We better go in here with the intent to take him out. And by doing so, hopefully free our old friend's soul to go to peace.
Yeah.
And
So,
All right.
I'm assuming silence on a coin, giving it to Shaujr, and then opening the door pretty much immediately, or even
Bump
as
rush.
middle of casting,
yeah,
to
tanks up
utilize
front.
the most amount of time on the silence.
All right, so let's if it sounds like we have a general plan,
Watch. So we're gonna break in here, and it's gonna turn out to be the equivalent of them guys sitting around eating popcorn watching a movie.
Casting
Could
ritual
be.
for dummies.
Well, if you're casting a silence 15-foot radius, I'll try casting a web spell on the same spot. That way he can't run away from it.
It's going to be a Mithra 2.0 where Shaujr's burning now.
I
There you
love
go.
the chaos. Are we sending the
Um,
big guys in first, and then clerics right behind them?
Varn is in no hurry to go running in there.
yeah,
Barnes-
Barnes, he's like the last one in, or
Watch our back.
That's fine. I was more referring to you and Nod, actually. Shaujr and Nod, go for it.
yeah. I mean, Shaujr at this point probably, I would think you'd probably have to like roll a wisdom check here to try to resist just slamming this door open and rushing in.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that makes sense.
No, I thought that was the plan.
Okay, so you can resist. You have control right now. You feel so close. You don't want to ruin the moment. So you're composed.
Yeah, in fact, I want us to go over the plan one more time
Yeah.
before we do this.
Most stoic barbarian I've ever seen.
I'm gonna run in. I'm
Totally.
gonna run in and attack him up close.
He's trying to
Triggering the
block the
silence.
rage desperately.
And Kurza's gonna cast a web. And how about you go for his spell components? No, just as an extra, right? Because every wizard, don't they have their spell pouches and stuff?
Fully not in character, but the tactical move, like having a web spell ready would be cool, but just use it on whatever seems to get the best use out of it. Like if there's a group of minions in here,
You don't. If you're gonna throw a coin with a 15-foot radius silence spell on it, at
no, we're
the
not
Lich.
throwing it. Saljur's putting it in
I'm
his
gonna carry it.
pocket. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So as long as he's on the Lich, there's no spell casting. At least not verbally.
Okay.
Doesn't mean he doesn't have a ring or something.
In fact, perhaps I should even try and grapple him. I don't mind being caught in the web.
How about a fireball or two?
I do mind a fireball or two.
Because that's my number 2 and number 3.
Anyone
You have other options.
anyone attempting anything with the door?
Yeah, eventually, if we don't come up with anything else, I'm gonna run in with my axe, and I'm gonna try
Right, yeah.
while I'm carrying the silence token.
I thought that was the plan. We open
Okay,
the doors. There's a
so-
Lich. You bum rush him.
All right, so we'll
Yeah.
come back to the map and let me pop the door
Put
open.
the coin in his pocket and you're good to go, and then get away from him.
Just make sure you all come on behind me.
Well, like I said, just put
Yeah.
the coin in his pocket, and that way the
Oh.
spell will stay with him, and you can get away if you want. And then we'll hit you with fireballs.
So if you're opening the door, Shaujr,
Yeah.
you guys could go ahead and roll initiative.
Group
as-
initiative or
As the door, say again.
group or individual?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, if someone wants to do the group roll, I prefer that, but I don't want to take away rolling. Rolling's always fun if people like rolling. But I
like
think,
rolling, but yeah.
I think a lot of times it's like just fun to roll it. But in this case, you see a figure standing in the center of the circular seating, and that figure seems to be casting. That's where the noise is emanating. And let's see, what do we got? 2 people.
I'd rather take Seharn's roll.
I just hit it because it was there. I had already hit the button. I just hadn't connected.
Good God, I don't think I've seen a 16 initiative. Like that's getting up there. Okay, so
I'm not much better with a 14.
all
I'm
right.
just gonna
So
see what
missing
happens.
one person. Who am I missing?
Me.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Oh, given the
So Seharn, you are first to act here as the door is basically pushed open by Shaujr. You see the figure standing in the circle in the middle of a spell ritual.
Well, I
Is
think
it?
tactically,
Arven?
I mean, if you want to spend time on your turn to try to identify them, right now it just looks like a dark figure in the room.
Okay.
But
Okay. No, I was just
where is your token, Molly?
she's right outside the door.
Oh, so I thought you had opened.
I just don't
and-
want to get trapped in it. I
Yeah,
guess this is the weird thing about AD&D 2e actually, and I'm not gonna get stuck on it, but like the way the movement works with your initiative, but probably I'm starting to run towards it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think everything
While
is
Seharn gets
situational,
his-
dependent on intent of what is happening. So
While Seharn gets to go first. is
Yeah,
what-
Seharn's like
Including
can
move,
act
including
quickly.
move.
I'm
Mhm.
not going first. I'm waiting to see what you do, and my turn is to respond to your move.
So you're gonna delay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will follow you. If you rush in, I will follow behind you,
All right.
and then
So
be set to heal you as you jump into combat. I'm going to be your
Okay,
pocket
I'll
healer.
put
That's
you-
my move.
Okay.
I'll put you right after Shaujr then. So Kurza, you can act next.
Oh, well, I'm going to pop a fireball right on that guy in the center.
Okay, all right. I expect no
Got
less.
the initiative. That's a good. Yeah.
You're well rested. You could definitely afford it.
Forget about this whole web thing. We're just going to go fireball.
I like it.
Boom.
It's fireball, web, fireball. That's the order you go.
I
Everyone
love
knows.
how we
Or
stick one.
fireball
Okay.
web. That might work
That
too.
one sometimes works,
We
Then
just
magic missile,
we need to do away with planning, guys. It doesn't work for us.
As many wonderful generals have said, a plan never survives first contact with the enemy.
Right?
Correct.
So from now
Correct.
on, our whole plan will be to rush Leroy Jenkins into battle.
Leroy
and then
Jenkins it is.
whatever
Leroy
happens
Jenkins it
after-
is.
Yep. We'll decide from there.
Go ahead and roll your
Leroy Soldier.
your damage. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roll his save. Okay.
Yeah,
And I
doesn't
hope he
get
fails.
one.
24 damage. That's actually not bad.
No, you did
Come.
average above most of your die.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
seems to have taken some burn effect from your fireball for
think-
sure as the room lights up.
Chris has been lucky on die roll all night. So as far as that goes,
Sometimes.
well, you hit all of the identifies to start the night off, and that was a good roll in your first blast of
Oh,
the
yeah.
night.
Then I got a whole bunch of horrible rolls.
All right,
Well-
so you blast this guy with your fireball, and if that is it, it is his turn next,
really don't.
actually. So he is going to get jolted by that fireball and then turn and face in the direction of the door, and that's when you're going to be able to more clearly see.
Are there still guys sitting in these chairs?
Nope.
The old
There's
elves, I
nobody
guess.
in the chairs. Look, this is what you're going to see,
Oh,
actually.
okay.
You're the only figure in this room.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
wow.
see what appears to be the body of Arven, the high priestess of Ogma. But he does not look like himself. He doesn't look exactly like you remember him. He seems to be corrupted. He is not wearing a crown, you'll notice, and he doesn't necessarily resemble Varodis, but he seems to be acting on his behalf. And as he turns, he looks at you and he starts to laugh. It is too late. He has already returned to his brothers, and you will be returning to your fallen friend shortly. And he will begin to raise his hand as if he's going to do something casting-wise, but nothing seems to happen.
Hello, Shaujr.
Nod. You are next.
Not intended on going forward and using Bloodthirster and using its ability.
I'll put you back on the map. I just wanted you to see
Hey,
it.
die. Kill him.
So it's +4 to attack and ×2 damage.
Where are you?
Ooh, Nod's here. Okay.
So it is +4, so it is -3.
That is a solid hit. For sure.
Counts as a +2 weapon if that matters, and it is going to be double damage small versus small large, or small medium.
Yeah, medium. Oh, man. Wow, you guys have
That
done
is
48
maxed
damage
out.
in 2. Wow, excellent. Okay, so
It should be 16 plus 12 plus 2 plus 2. So 28, 30, 32 damage.
32? Okay.
Mhm.
So,
That's
Goodness.
big. This is 2E.
okay, so that's actually
That's huge.
8 more.
yeah, it's second edition. That's huge.
That was
Yeah, so-
maximum damage.
He's
Plus it doubled because of the ability.
he's been smacked
Nice.
hard by Nod here with the Bloodthirster, and he looks like he felt that one for sure, as he would stumble actually from a hit that hard.
You cried.
Awesome. All right, if there's nothing else, I think Shaujr, it's your moment.
He's right in front of that table.
Yeah, he's just got it standing in front of a
Picture?
table in the center of the
Like
room.
really close, right in front of it, or
Close enough. Yeah, I mean close enough that you could like push him into it. You know, like
I'm
just
hoping
a few
to
feet
try
away.
and I'm actually trying to do a pin maneuver with my axe. I want to, and his robes are.
Oh yeah, yeah. You could.
picture. I
you
want to
could
try and
attempt that.
pin his arm to the table, like.
Yeah, I think he's close
Nice.
enough. Yeah, that's feasible.
It's a -4,
All right.
according to the
Called
so
shot. Yeah.
Called shot.
called shot.
Do it up. That 20. Come on.
We got plenty of what do you call it, to reroll too if you want.
Yeah, we got 4 of those left?
5. I think it might be 4.
No. Somebody used one. Chris used one on something.
Yeah, the critical spell failure.
That's right.
6, AC 6.
Reroll it. You got what?
That's
10?
not gonna hit, is it?
Oh, but this has to be your moment. Reroll. I'm with
So-
I
I'm
just,
with Brandon.
well, it's Arven. It's not Varodis.
It's it's but
Right?
it's
Or
yeah,
is it?
but it's
It kind of
it's-
is.
It's kind of yeah. I think he seems to be aligned with him. I guess would be enraging.
Yes, yeah, because he said that he's left to go with his father.
He's kind of mocking you
Right.
that you're too late and those types of things
So
too.
I'm still gonna try and go with our original. So I'm gonna try and pin him again. Use a AF. Ah, I still fail. All right.
All right. So, a couple of pin attempts don't work, but he yeah. Okay. So he's still kind of though dealing with 2 attackers who are directly in front of him, which has got him occupied. That's a good thing. So
And now he's in the silence.
yeah, and he's in the silence. So Seharn, you would be still going after Shaujr here, so you can go next.
Speaking out of character, Bart, you feel more like combat cleric this time? Was normal for you? I think what I will do is support. And then I'm just going to move this far into the room. And I'm going to begin just chanting, just to increase everyone's hit damage and saving throw ability.
Now, does the silence affect you?
Oh,
Pretty
shit,
sure
yeah, it's a radius. I
you're in
forgot about
15.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still inside of that.
I can't heal. So the only option I will do is rush forward and thrust with my
Okay.
Here.
Okay. Nice. Okay,
And,
so you got him.
yeah, can I
surrounded.
move to like this kind of position?
Yeah.
Flank
Yeah, you can
on
go.
him?
You can go pretty much all the way around them, except on the opposite side there's a table. So yeah,
As far as I can get. If that's it right there, I'm fine.
that's fine.
All right. Spear, one-handed, and do I get a flanking bonus at all?
Nope.
Or no?
No
Nope,
flanking
okay.
bonus here.
Oh, you're a tough DM. All right, rolling to hit.
That is a hit though. Very nice. And what are we using? It's a one-handed spear. You said. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Footman spear, regular damage, D8, large. Small, medium. Sorry, not large. 26.
All right. So he takes 5 damage from the spear.
Yeah, take that.
That's still pretty good.
Nothing
You're-
compared to
yeah.
24. Sir,
No, but you
my
didn't waste
part,
your
I did
turn.
right.
All right, Bart. I think you're next. I believe. I don't know if I can hear you, Adam.
Well, he's also affected by the silent spell. That's why.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he's
yeah,
been-
definitely. Sorry, I was totally affected by the silent spell. I'm totally in character there. Yep. No, Bart's brought in his mace of spell warding in his hands and just like
Oh, okay.
gritting with a little bit of maliciousness at this guy, and it's going to take a swing at him with it.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see.
Watch us beat this guy down in one round.
Mace of spell warding. It's
You've done 61 points of damage so far to him in a very short amount of time. I can tell you he's showing some signs of wear and tear. However, that will miss him.
Bart's still going to just wield it in front of him and grin at him.
Yeah, and I would suggest. I mean, you've got 4 fortune left, and we're
Yeah.
kind of running out of time. So you might as well
Let's do
spend
it.
your fortunes here for anyone
Spend the
that's
fortune.
gonna do any damage. Might as well.
More than likely to roll better. Do it.
Oh, for me, with the mace?
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
No. We want
And
to
there's
see
3
you roll.
more. There's 3 more when you're done. Yeah.
I will do one more, but that's it. So, let's see.
Okay, not quite a
Yeah,
hit,
no,
but a
no.
little better. All right, you still have 3
Yeah.
left for the group, and Kurza, I think, would be next, unless Bart, you're doing anything else.
Nope. I think just holding the mace and staring this corrupted cleric in the eyes is probably enough.
All right, so you with that it would be Kurza next.
Well, that's pretty easy. Let's see here. I'll come in the room.
Do you have something that you can hold him?
Not really. I have a web spell, and that's going to be like I could hold all of you,
Yeah.
but
How far does the silence go? Can you cast? Are you outside of it?
I should be outside of it.
Okay.
15.
5, 10.
Yeah, I don't know if
15,
this is
20
even
foot.
the map isn't right on the measurement, but he's outside of it right now.
I'm just counting squares, so
Yeah,
I'm at
you're
least
good.
4 squares out. So magic missile.
What is he supposed to be? 5 feet?
We'll smack him for 13 points.
All
For a
right.
3-die magic missile? That's great.
He's looking heavily wounded after this hit. He's looking quite wobbly already.
He's perhaps trying to surrender?
We'll find
Well,
out.
that's
Is there anything else,
not-
Chris, that you're doing? Are you staying in where you're at?
I'm going to stay where I'm at because I came into the room, so I got about that far. I'm
All right.
outside, so I can cast.
So
magic missile, and I don't think I can. Don't know that I have any other actions even.
okay. So
Oh,
Arven is next, and he looks panicked as he's taken quite a bit of heavy damage. He begins to move for the door,
Oh, no,
running
it's not
out
good
of
for us.
trying to get out through this doorway here. So he makes it to the door itself, but not through the door. So he's still in the room, and he's trying to
Did
head
we get
out
a-
of the door.
Attacks of opportunity against him.
Yeah, wouldn't you be able to
you-
grab him like we're
Yeah,
basically
you
surrounded?
those of you who were standing near him can, and if he runs, he's not running by anyone that wasn't standing near him though. So everyone that was standing near him can get a free attack here.
Do I get one? Since
No,
that's
not
where he's
you. Yeah, just because he wouldn't have run right in your path. But
Okay.
all right, so there's one. That
Get him, Bart.
Arm class 0. Way to go.
I want to see Bart and
Bart.
Seharn first.
I'm assuming that might hit.
it's a hit. Oh yeah, that's a hit. Definitely.
Small medium.
It's something. Okay, so another 3 off of
It's
him
a
as
no-
he's running off.
It's a number, yeah.
It's the lowest number I can possibly generate, but it's a number.
Never
Negative
mind.
6 is
Y'all
a great
both
hit.
rolling 19s.
I rolled
Those
a
are both
19,
hits.
Yeah.
Both hits.
Yes.
Good
Negative
rolls.
6 and negative
This could
2.
be the end if you guys roll enough damage on him before he.
I'm trying to grapple him.
Okay.
Oh.
Roll 3.
Only 3
average
damage. Okay, not
damage.
quite. You're not gonna quite get there with the 3, but okay. So
Only
you're
got a
grappling.
1d6 range.
It's standing outside. No magic missile with 1 missile just in case.
Shaujr, you're not trying to do any damage. You're just trying to grab.
Exactly. I'm trying to get him neutralized.
Okay.
I almost
it's
did the
strength
same
checks?
thing.
think
Yeah.
it's strength,
Nod
yeah,
will be attempting to attack.
And I'm like, stop! We have to return him to.
We can't hear
Adriana.
you.
Um.
Can't hear you.
Oh, I
It
know. Yeah, so you just see my
That's
mouth
true,
moving.
yeah. Talking all this trash.
It's so quiet, yeah.
Quick, kill him!
Okay, you absolutely crushed Arven on the strength check by a lot. So you are able to grab him before he
So I'm-
wheels past you. In fact, as he's trying to turn the corner around you, you're able to grab him. And he's not.
I like grab him by the arms and like I'm manhandling him, so it's clear to everyone that I've got him.
Yeah, okay, so they know that he's grabbed. Okay, so Nod, I think we're back to the normal turns. You would see as he's running off that he gets grabbed on the way.
Purple.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think Nod is still wanting to be rid of him. It's like the getting rid of the evil word.
He has no feelings for Arven. he has no,
Right, he doesn't.
feelings for
Yeah,
Arven at
yeah.
this, like,
That
yeah,
tracks.
I can
Yeah, no,
understand.
I get it.
Oh,
You
Uh,
could do some.
fortune.
Yeah, you got a couple more fortune left. Okay. That's you.
Well, he is
Oh,
a-
that's
he-
a good one.
Oh,
that was,
dang.
That's
yes,
a
Oh,
great
7
one.
and
man.
-7.
Okay, so this could be disaster for Sir Arven. Yeah. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
my word.
Again.
Oh my. It's like a sacrifice on the altar of Varodis as you chop through Arven inside of his own council chamber during his own
Down the
ritual,
spine
and he falls over just slumped in with his wounds just too much to bear.
Was he
Shaujr
wearing-
just shaking a corpse,
Yeah.
screaming at
Was he wearing the crown?
Screaming
No,
into the silence.
no, he didn't. He
No.
didn't have the crown
No.
on when he was in here. No, didn't have the crown on.
They've probably hidden it.
Yeah, in game, I don't know how Seharn feels about this. I don't have a lot of experience with undead.
Well,
I
hey,
think
if we speak with the dead, we can maybe find out what he did with the crown.
Yeah, I'm
Is
just
he
wondering if
was
he
he
was
undead?
lost.
He doesn't seem like he was undead. No,
No,
he doesn't.
But
He
he's
did.
dead now. Big
No.
with dead spell.
He
He is
didn't
definitely
seem
unalive.
himself.
He seemed human. Like he just was. Something was seemed to be controlling him, and his thoughts still. So he was.
He was weak and failed in service to his god.
He may have been completely lost as corrupted
I
by the Lich.
I think that in your mind, you can justify that the only real way to have saved him would have been to take him from this place, to get him out of here while he was alive, and that would have been very difficult to do. You didn't have a lot of options, but I think you did what you had to do.
It's a grim world in 2E, man.
It is, man. It is. You got to make tough choices, and hey, you guys are very close here. You've actually accomplished a very big thing here, knocking Arven out, and there will be a lot of things to discover. I'll save his items for next time. We'll go through and I'll tell you what you find on him. He's got some interesting stuff that'll kind of give you probably some things to do next, but this is where we'll pause it. Here is inside of the chamber room. I'll move Varn in here too, so you guys are like all inside the chamber room standing over Arven's corpse, and we'll figure out what happens next time. Yeah,
Awesome.
I hope you enjoyed the video too. I'm glad everybody finally got to see the video.
That was
So
Great video.
It's amazing.
that was
Good
cool.
say, I'm gonna go watch the video again.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend, y'all. We'll see you.
I am too.
All right.
Do the same. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Night.
Good night. Thanks.
Good night.
That tale was mostly true, and this one's mostly too. For the sea remembers you, but forgets the lies you knew. Oh, they say we're wanted in Procamper. They say our luck is running out. When you get lost in the Underdark, will anyone hear you shout? Do you ever stop and wonder what's beneath the sea of fallen stars?